wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Man, dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver. Dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie the Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome, episode 299. God damn, the #1 comic book news stream on this or another Earth in the multiverse, which you can also find right here. You know, not only on YouTube, but you can also find us on Spotify. You can find us on Google, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio. You might be able to fuck around and find us on Tumblr and MySpace if you go in the Wayback Machine. And yeah, that's all I got. I got nothing else. And Carter, how you doing?
I got this.
Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, I accidentally had you muted. Hold up. There you go.
Oh, bro. See, it's too late now. You fucked it up.
When I had you muted because I had Discord muted while I was recording something yesterday.
No, we do not have a Tumblr account. And if you find us on Tumblr, I don't want to know what you found of us on Tumblr, but this is how I'm doing right now.
Ooh.
We got that Treasury edition of Doom in the building. I posted it on the I posted it in the Discord for you all to see. I am really happy I got this. I am not someone who is relatively good, and when they see he trying to kiss his, I ain't doing all that. But I am not somebody. I'm not someone who is really good at art. I wanted to be, but I'm not. But this bad boy and the sketches and the page layouts, how he did shit. Having the artist edition of that one shot in here as well. If you want, you can go look in the Discord in the comics channel. I posted a little bit of that in there. This is it too big for the shelf? If you want to have it sideways, yeah. It's a little bit taller than one of DC's absolute hardcovers, actually. I checked it.
Yeah.
But I was reading it yesterday and then I read it again because it's a really quick read because there's only one goddamn issue, but there are actually 3. I mean, if you want to count it, technically it's 4 issues in here. You're gonna have Sanford Green and Jonathan Hickman. It's the one shot. It's the just artist edition where it's all just his drawing, no color, no text or anything like that. And then you have a Hickman story, and then you have a Sanford Green story. One being the Runaways from Sanford Green from Secret Wars, and then you have a Fantastic Four story with Jonathan Hickman. But it all goes back to like Valeria and Doom and stuff like that. But
it's
how is the Treasury edition? How is the Treasury edition different? It's literally their equivalent of DC Absolute hardcovers. It's not a hardcover.
It's like a director's cut.
It's a direct, yeah. It's like, think of it like a tall ass director's cut, and it's not a hardcover. It's a paperback, I guess you would say, and there's no slipcase to bump the price up $50 more. But this is good. This is good. Sanford Green, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that autograph up at you. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. One thing
just
that
to give you an idea, it's got like stuff like this in it, where you can see like all the sketches for all the different characters that he drew, even the ones that like only showed up like one time,
dude.
Well, for me, the best part to me, 100%, hands down, better than any other aspect of the book is I love to see the behind the scenes process. So like like being able to see this stuff right here, like seeing thumbnails. Like these right here, this is basically like how he plotted out pages.
That's something I really liked as well.
That's the type of stuff I'd like to see. That's
yeah.
The good
and I was this is what I told Ernie when I started looking through and seeing what was inside of it before I got mine. Now I see why you like that shit so much. Now I see why you like them artist editions and shit like that, because this shit here is just like hold on, see Look at that. Look
Look
at
at
that.
Look at that. That is. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me tighten you up. Let me tighten you up here. There you go.
Yeah,
Bam. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's that
That
pure
is
uncut.
ridiculous, dude. It is too cold. It is too cold. So
Yeah, that's that uncut.
yeah. But yeah, I got this now. I have absolute Mr. Miracle. I don't need no more. I'm good now. I'm good now. We good. We good.
Dude. What was ooh. There is like so something's killing the children has though. But see, they don't have it for whole arcs. They have it for single issues, which is
Gotcha.
like that's fine. But I'm kind of holding out hope for a or oh no, actually I take that back. I think they have done one for a volume. I think they have done one for I need to get. But so the one they do for Something's Killing the Children, it has notes.
Okay.
Like it has like commentary from Werther Deladera. Like talking about like what was going through his head like on each page, like and like what did James want from him or what they talked about or where they like had to kind of make inroads and compromises on certain things or like if there was a particular vision that they initially had but had to change. Like look, comics are great. I fucking love comics.
Yeah.
I like that shit even more.
I'm gonna tell you, my favorite part in this Treasury edition was when they showed you all the covers and things like that. You have the plot that was written out by Jonathan Hickman, and there's a note. Since you brought up fucking notes, there's a note in here that says, "Okay, this is from Jonathan Hickman." He says, "Okay, Sanford, this basically sticks to the overall shape of the story you cooked up." That's one key thing. Big, very cool stuff with some perfect small moments peppered throughout. Overall, I think this works. But as you're the guy driving the car, feel free to add, expand, or contract in any place that you think serves the story. Why I like that so much was this is basically going to sit to the overall shape of the story you cooked up, and you're the guy driving the car. So even though I understand and I get it, why so many people say, "Yep, Jonathan Hickman, he done did it again." In actuality, it was Sanford Green, big dog. It was actually Sanford Green that did it.
That's why I always say pay attention to the top billing. Like I think it's been a while since I've talked about this, but I brought it up when I was doing my videos for the Sabretooth War during the Krakoan era, is because that was Benjamin Percy and Victor Laval. But I kept telling people, I was like, you could tell who was writing the issue. Well, for one, you could tell who was writing the issue just based on what the focus of the issue was. If the focus was Wolverine, it was Benjamin Percy. If the focus was Sabretooth, it was Victor Laval. But if you paid attention to the billing in the notes, the issues where Percy was writing, it would be Benjamin Percy and Victor Laval. But when it says Victor Laval and Benjamin Percy, that means Victor's writing. Or it's not to say that Ben, like it's not to say the second person isn't writing anything, but they're not contributing as much to the story as a person who gets the top billing on it. And that's what I like. That's why when Sanford did this with Hickman and I saw his name before Hickman's, I was like, all right, you did the majority of this.
I like the way Y2 Noob describes these. This is actually a very fire way to describe these. Treasury editions feel like you're holding a comics version of a vinyl.
It is. Yes. That is the best way to put it. That is actually the best way to put it. I 100% agree with that.
I like that. But ooh, boy, other than that, man, I've been chilling. It's a crazy world out there, man. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
Look,
but yeah, man. Other than that, I've been reading, brother. I've been reading. We've had new stuff come out this week. I've been, in TV and comics, because we got some stuff we're going to talk about here today in regards to that. But man, it's just I've been doing this thing where, and I feel like a lot more people should do it. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit, I've been reading shit I normally would not read, or something that just catches my eye. There was, I wish I could fucking find it now, but okay, there we go. There was an image book that came out this week, and the name of it caught my attention, and then I saw the cover to it, and that caught my attention, and that book is interesting. It is very, very interesting.
What was it?
The book is from Image again. The book is called "I Was a Fashion Serial." I was a fashion school serial killer.
Yeah.
Doug Wagner, Daniel Hilliard on art. You would think you look at it like, think Anne Hathaway, Devil Wears Prada. She wants to be in the fashion industry. She's making these beautiful like outfits and things like that. But in actuality, the outfits they made from people, and she's a serial killer, but she out the game now. We trying to come over here real quick.
It's kind of wild
It's
too.
nuts. That book is nuts, but it was that
paper,
cover.
It shouldn't work. On paper, it should not work, but it actually does on so many levels.
But yeah, dude, it was the name of it and the cover. I was just like, what the hell is this? Because I had already read the stuff I'd wanted to read this week, but I always like trying new stuff, different stuff, you know. Because I also have to get if y'all see that on the shelf, the hell is this? That I promise you, that's gonna be your reaction because that was my reaction. It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It just tripped me out.
It's on my It's on my stack of things to look at. Like,
okay,
because I heard it. I think I saw it in a solicit a ways back. But I kind of forgot about it. It just went to the back of my mind, as most things do. And but no, I like stuff like that. Like that's so it's wild to me. Like the damnedest comics that like case in point, you and I have talked about this before on different occasions, separate of each other. But you know, one of the comics that when I was doing the top 5 comics of the week for Patreon and channel members, I remember back when Stephanie Phillips first started doing Grimm, and it wasn't a book that was on my radar at all. It just I was like, oh, this looks interesting.
Yeah,
and I started reading it, and then I just kept reading it. Every week that it came out. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is a thing. And then, like, I think one time they went like a hiatus for a little bit, and then it came back, and I was like, oh, it's back. I thought this was done. I was like, oh, okay, shit, let's keep going. But yeah, sometimes just or what was that one that Kyle Starks did? Oh my God! It's the one with the I forget that I'm blanking on the name of it right now, but it's the one where like all the serial killer movie monsters like they live in this little cul-de-sac.
Oh God, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I forget the name of it. Like it is killing me because like it's a really
High Street, was it?
No, it was
High Street,
here. I can find it. It just it's a name that. On paper, like it's snappy, like it's snappy, like it just it's like this clicks, but I'll have to pull it up, but like it's man
Where Monsters Lie.
Thank you, that's it, that's the one, that is the one where monsters lie. Fantastic comic. Like it on paper it should not interest, like I mean, well, on paper it actually should interest me, but like the idea of what it is. Because it's almost played for laughs. It's not really played for serious. All the way. It's not played 100% straight. It's like 50% straight, 50% played for laughs. And my mileage always varies with shit like that. But it did a good job. Yeah, so just that's
Books,
dude. Thank you, Kyle Carter. Just They did a sequel to it called Cul-de-Sac. Yes.
Okay.
They did, as a matter of fact. And I just want to put this out here. Fantastic comic. Fantastic fantastic story, fantastic comic. And just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Now that said, speaking of comics and how great they are, Carter, I want to share some. Oh wow, that is a cover. That is a cover, and you know what? I cannot show it here on stream. I'm gonna send it to you, Carter, just so you see what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can't show this on stream. But it's a cover. It's a variant cover for I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. I'm just gonna say this. If you Google search I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, just Google it and go to the images section. It should be like the third or fourth thing at the top. But that's all I'll say as far as like for our viewers. But Carter, I just sent you like, so I want to.
Okay, that's the one. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, it was the third one.
Okay, yeah. It's like the third one. So
yeah.
for my comic, Heart of the Darkness, I was fashioning a variant cover just like this one. I was like, man, I want to do a throwback to the Janet Jackson Rolling Stone cover, but like
nuts.
I was like, I want to have like my one like the one main female character. And what I hadn't decided 100% on which way I wanted to go with it. I was gonna obviously have a pair of hands covering the breast, but I couldn't decide if I wanted it to be the ghost girl's hands or like a pair of like obviously monstrous hands, or like I even thought about doing different variations where like it's a pair of ghost hands, it's a pair of zombie hands, it's a pair of werewolf hands. It was a whole process. But draw the Timberlake version where he snatched the
Hey, that Jay Lee cover, that's that first image. That shit's kind of nasty too, though.
Oh no.
That's kind of gross. That's kind of gross.
Oh no. You're 100%. You're 100%. Yeah, like
basically what we're saying is get out of your comfort zone for a little bit.
Yeah.
Read some shit that you wouldn't normally read. It might surprise you. Your ass might be up in bed. Your ass might be up in bed just scrolling, and then 2 or 3 hours and went by because you reading some shit you didn't even plan on reading, but the shit just got you. So yeah, man, absolutely.
I just realized we weren't even live on Twitch. I forgot to hit the Twitch button. I was like, there's something I'm forgetting to do. Well, hey, we're here. We're here now. So get you're good. But no, and that's why we tell people, yeah, I'm always for getting out of the getting out of the comfort zone. There's so many comics.
Yeah.
There are so many comics that I have on my shelf that under normal circumstances would not be in my possession. Would not be in my possession. Like I would not be checking for these some of these that I have. Not everything, but just, there are some things where I'm kind of like, It's why I like talking to some of these writers and artists, and even if it's something that like under normal circumstances I wouldn't normally be checking for. Like I'd be like, because I want to broaden my horizons.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna tell you, once again, I said, we're talking about comics and how good they are, and stepping out of comfort zones. Man, we got some news today. We're gonna talk about very briefly because we have more important things to talk about. But this is just something I thought was a nice little funny aside that Carter and I could get a whole kick out of. But Carter, did you know that Todd McFarlane has joined a very inclusive club in comics? It's no longer exclusive. It's 100% inclusive now. 100% inclusive.
Is it the I'm gonna keep dangling my movie in front of y'all even though I know it's not coming out club?
No, he's still firmly tucked away in that one. But no, what I'm talking about is some of you you may remember the what I think was one of DC Comics' most bold statements.
Okay.
Yeah. Drawing the line at $2.99.
Okay.
So that was a thing.
Hmm.
That was a thing. That was in fact a thing. Drawing the line at $2.99. That was a Todd McFarlane, or that was a DC-ism. And Todd McFarlane had largely adopted it himself over at Image Comics in regards to the Spawn books.
Mm-hmm.
Well, time brings about a change. Time brings about a change, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we have it under good authority. Image Comics is raising prices 33% on flagship Spawn titles as Trump tariffs increase comic publishing costs.
You knew that was going.
Yep. And honestly, I actually don't think that Todd McFarlane and Spawn are going to be the only ones doing this. I think you're actually going to be seeing this a lot. I think you're actually going to see comic prices go up across the board. But I just thought it was funny because Todd McFarlane is actually one of the last, actually I think he is the last like person who really kind of adhered to that $2.99 price point.
He even went lower than that. Because I'm gonna tell you what was really something that really got me into. Well, we ain't gonna stretch it out like that. I got into Invincible way late in the game, and the reason for that was because at one point, Image was doing this initiative. I don't know if you all may remember it, but Image was doing this initiative where to try to get new readers and shit, they were selling certain issues of comics for a quarter, 25 cents. And they did that with I cannot remember the issue name. I'd have to look it up for sure, but it's gonna bug me if I can't find it. But I think it was like their Rebirth stuff. Or not Rebirth, Reboot, excuse me. It was when Invincible was doing the Reboot story.
Yeah.
They gave you an issue to try to entice new readers for a quarter. That issue grabbed me immediately, and then I went to the shop and I started asking for fucking back issues. And then they did it with Saga, and they did it with several other books. So he was one of those ones to where, even the quality of Spawn notwithstanding, he knew like price wise how to get people's foot in the door, which was it was a really great thing.
Yeah. No, well, and like I said, we got to remember Todd McFarlane, he is technically, for all intents and purposes, he is the president. I think that's his title. I know Eric Larson has a lot of sway in that as well, but Todd McFarlane is also up there too. But if I remember correctly, he is president of Image Comics. So basically, expect a lot of Image, and like I said, not just Image, but I would assume everybody's book. Like, so when that Imperial comes out, it's gonna be $10.99 off top. Just go ahead and get ready for that.
I feel like it's more Todd McFarlane than Eric Larson. I have this mental image of Eric Larson being like the crazy serial killer from True Detective. He just in a shack out back, naked, flies everywhere, just drawing Savage Dragon, just musty the world, just stank, flies, draws, and just sipping pickle juice while he draws more Savage Dragon. That's the mental image I have of Eric Larson. So I feel like it's a lot more Todd McFarlane, maybe a little bit of Mark Silvestri in there than Eric Larson.
I mean, Mark is the CEO, so I will say this. I want to take a moment here to kind of address a couple of things because we got some super chats in here.
Okay.
Look at. I'm gonna run them down the list because I'm not missing anything. Okay, because we had some stuff that came in before the show, and some stuff that came in after the fact. So we got Philip Clark out here.
Okay.
in the Blerd Club gold mine out here,
Okay.
holding it down, so to speak. That one I can't show because it was like good and before the show started.
Which we appreciate.
Which
Which
we
we do
appreciate.
appreciate.
That
Thank you.
was look, hey, I'll pretend to be fucked up about that if you really want me to. This is another one I think that came in before this is another one that came in before the show started. This is oh yeah, dude, this was like I forgot. If I look at viewer activity, I can see what time they came in. Yeah,
Okay.
that was 4:05 a.m. Pimp. My God, the dedication to the craft, man.
I appreciate that. That boy came fresh from a booty call and said, let me support the boys real quick. I appreciate that.
Let
I
me go and break
appreciate
him
that.
off a little something.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
came fresh from the booty call, got another Red Bull in him because he know he don't want to go home and pass right the fuck out. Let me cut something on real quick. Let me support the boys real quick. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I respect that. I respect that. We've also got Go Country's baby's father with 5 says they made Emma who was regular milk to oat milk. Lord have mercy.
Oh.
I know Carter and Dr. Umar's eye twitching. Anyway, how's it going,
It's
Cave?
not. So my eye isn't twitching. I don't know if you know what he's talking about.
Oh, I know.
So
I very
okay.
much know. I very much know.
I've seen the skin. I've seen people. There's one streamer that I watched on Twitch. He already said that we're talking about Marvel Rivals, people. If you don't know what we're talking about, Emma Frost is the newest character. They have a whole Hellfire Gala themed season for season 2. They have a Krakoa map, and when people saw Emma Frost, all they saw was jiggle physics. That's all they saw. They did not know that Emma Frost was built like that. The only mental image y'all have of Emma Frost is January Jones, and January Jones was not built like Marvel Rivals Emma Frost. So
no, she was not. As a matter of fact,
I saw it. But there's one streamer I saw, Ernie. He said when Emma Frost comes out and that particular skin that they showed comes out, he's going to buy that bundle. And if you all want him to make the little character model spin in the lobby while he waiting for matches, that'll be 5 gift subs. Thank you very much. He already said.
Well, I mean, like it kind of got me just because of this. Like I was like, because everybody was talking about how caked up she is, and I was like, God damn, Emma, what you been eating?
No. Have you seen the black outfit?
Yes, I've seen the black. I'm not showing the black outfit because I'm trying.
That's the one where he said he gonna buy, and if you want the character to spin on the main menu, that'll be 5 gift subs. He did the same thing with Malice, and that motherfucker got like 25 gift subs in the span of 4 minutes. It was the goofiest shit I have ever seen. But
dude, fucking
like y'all are like, it don't take much, y'all. It don't take much. If y'all are getting that hot and bothered over video game thighs, it don't take a lot to go talk to somebody. It really don't.
Look, or just do a Google search. Do a Google search, man. Go ahead and handle that real quick, man. I ain't gonna judge you.
I'm trying to get them out the house. You want them to stay in the house, in the bathroom. You're a menace to society. You told them to go to Google. I told them to go in public and go talk to somebody. You told them to get that action going. You have
Wait a minute. Well, first off, for me, I'm gonna hit this. But I just want to point out. I say that because look, if these folks are gooning already on the promise of some Emma Frost, you don't want them going out there and talking to no woman in the real world. You don't want that. You don't want that, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. Look, because they're gonna show up on some incel shit and be like, I think you actually, I'm entitled. I'm entitled to some kitty cat. But no, we have also got now these I can show because these were not before the show.
Okay.
These were not before the show started. Also, wait, hold on. Oh, interesting. Never mind. Anyway, I never watched.
I don't have a goon level. I just found out about that goon level. That goon or gooning or gooner. Yeah. That shit is cringe as fuck to me. I don't have it. I didn't get hot and bothered from seeing Unreal Engine 5 jiggle physics. No, I actually So excuse my language when I say
Yeah.
this, but I actually fuck women. So no, I didn't get all hot and heavy when I saw that. I'm sorry for everyone that gets offended and get their feelings hurt by that. I'm sorry, but I get the real thing. I don't need Unreal Engine 5 thighs to get me. No, no.
Honestly, I was more caught up in the Venom twerk. I was more caught up in that. I thought that was way more,
I thought that shit was fake. I thought that shit was fake until I actually reinstalled Marvel Rivals and saw it. And my timing could not have been more terrible because I had YouTube up on my this nigga here. I had YouTube up on my second monitor, and it was playing Glorilla when the emote came on the screen.
Look, he V popping. He V popping on a handstand. I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point. But no, I got cheeks in the other room. I'm good. Let's go to our next
shit out of
one.
you for referring to her like that. I just want you to know she gonna hit your ass. You just gonna hear that clean. You gonna hear that.
Look, wait, nah.
Shit.
Well, what's these other super chats, brother?
We got another super chat here. This one, man, I want to give some. We're gonna be giving some love back because
Okay.
we got to give it back. Man, we got Gearless Ma here with 100.
Hey.
It says, sorry to bring the energy down. I ask each of you to look out for your friends, family, and loved ones. Not just the quiet ones, but the loud ones are better at hiding pain. One of my army brothers punched his ticket early and has thrown my world into a tailspin. And you know,
to hear that, brother.
That is always heartbreaking and sad news. Because like he's not wrong. The people who are usually the most boisterous, the most happy in appearance are usually the people who are hurting the most inside. The people who are struggling with all kinds of anxiety, suicidal ideation, and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I can't I honestly I cannot stress this enough. Check in on your people. That's the best you can. And I will also say this: do not. We cannot blame ourselves. For when we don't catch every sign.
Yeah.
But I think if we just do our best to try and keep our eye on each other, I think there's. I think we come out a lot better. So that's why I'm always kind of like, hey, just kind of tapping in, just see what you're doing.
Do not under any circumstances always assume that people are good, because if there was something wrong, they would have talked to me. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. And I'm somebody who is speaking from experience because I have been on both sides of that particular fucking coin. So absolutely just talk to people. It ain't hard. Stop staring at Unreal Engine 5 Emma Frost and call your people. Call your fucking people, man. Make sure they are good. Make sure that your people are still around to be your people and vice versa, man. So, yeah, dude. Talk to you folks.
True. Let's see here. Was this let me see what's going on here. Let me see what's going on.
Okay, well, you doing that. I see we got another 10
I see why. There. I fixed it. No, apparently my microphone was low. But I turned it back.
You got talking to it like this, big dog. That's how you gotta do it. That's how you fix it.
No, that is not how you fix it. That is not how you fix it. I promise you that is not. But no, I've been in that situation where I've even looked people dead ass in the eye and told them I was perfectly fine and okay and nothing is wrong, and have been totally lying. So I totally get it. Totally get it. So yeah, just like I said, I can't I can't say enough, really, how sorry I am to hear that, because it is heartbreaking. I've lost, not a lot of people, to that type of thing, but I've lost enough that, yeah. Well, like, honestly, even one is too many. So, let's. I'm gonna say, you know what? Yeah, just please, y'all, let's look out for each other. We got a couple more here that.
Okay.
We got a couple more here that I want to make sure we take a look at before we kind of jump into our proper.
Mhm.
Our proper main topic. And wait a minute. Oh, okay, that's why I was very confused. I was looking for something and I was like, I don't see this other one, but hell, we're gonna take a look at it anyway. But here we go. We got one here from LP3. So, speaking of different comics, I became a fan of Patrick Horvath after his last, after his last book was nominated for an Eisner. He has he has a title by at Oni Press named Free for All. It's pretty interesting. I think I read that one. It sounds.
I didn't read it, but I knew what it was because I remember a certain cover from it.
Yeah, it's here. Let me. I'm pulling it up now. I'm trying to refresh my own goddamn memory. Really, more than anything else. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I take it back. I didn't read this one, not like in its entirety, but or whatever. But I did take a look into it. It is a pretty wild concept in and of itself. But it's kind of based on the title. The title, it does a really good job of kind of telling you, like, on at least some level what the story is about. But yeah, it's and I think if I'm not mistaken, the same person behind Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees. So I would like I said, I would highly recommend it. I'm not gonna pull up the cover because it's not like terribly graphic, but it's enough graphic that I'm not sure if I'd have to go back and like blur it out or some bullshit.
It's just like I was a fashion serial killer. It's just like that cover, where that cover was like, well, what the fuck is this? And then I got to grab it. Now I got to be nosy. You want a way to my heart? You want a way to make me read a book real quick? Just have a cover that's just
fucked up.
Yeah, or not even fucked up, just different. Like absolute Martian Manhunter, which is something we're going to be talking about today. That David Aja cover we saw from that claim sale, like that cover is one of the covers that I had seen for that book that made me want to look at that book. So yeah, man,
it'll make you want to.
Give me a good cover.
It's one of those, like, honestly, the cover kind of. We'll talk about it when we get there. Because I have some thoughts. We also got a pair. Excuse me. I think it actually. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think this one, like, I think it double. I think it double played it. But I think that's exactly what happened. It double played it. But Fluminum coming in hot with the 1999 Canadian super chat. Says, I see Emma and Venom been eating them wheat cakes. Woo! Child. They really have, man. Dude. Why? That Venom's the one I'm really like. Emma Frost, I'm like, okay, all right, that's fine. But Venom being cheeked up, I mean, I'm just saying, man.
And now all of you all can't feel some type of way from looking at that because now it's Mary Jane.
I'm gonna spit this shit everywhere. I'm gonna spit this shit ever. Did I tell you what I saw the day before the book came out?
No.
So I don't know if you may have already known about this. You may have already known about this. So the news was kind of weird because it came out on April Fool's Day.
Okay.
So I almost ignored it. But you know that shot that we had of Mary Jane like this?
Yeah.
Well, there was also another one. And this was like from it was an alternate unfinished page.
Okay.
But it was this. So I don't know how real it was. I mean, I'm assuming it was.
Put this out there.
So y'all legit had a 50-50 shot of getting Paul as the all like I'm
that
gonna
would have been the greatest troll, Ernie Carruthers, is if they put this out,
bruh,
and people lost their minds and they was like, got y'all ass. It ain't him. April Fools, and then you get the issue, and it's now they hit you with a good one too, because actually Mary Jane, dog.
Well, and the funny thing about it is, and I'm going back through this, I'm almost positive it's real. I'm about 100% positive that it's real. Like they're like this. I feel like this was legitimately a I feel like this was legitimately a thing that could have happened. I like because as I'm going through it, because I was going back through the other issues, to see if there were any like shots of Paul in this exact same thing, because it would. I'll be honest with you, especially with how digital art works, it's nothing for me.
Yeah.
To draw something like this, have Paul there, but have Paul on a separate layer, and then just turn that layer off and draw something else in its place, or vice versa.
Can you take the one real quick? I'm gonna be right back because I have something to say about that Venom. I have something.
Go ahead. Do your thing. But yeah, it wouldn't be shit to do that. It would not have been shit to do that. But I'll just say, for me, 100% just for me. All right, we back. But just for me, looking at this here, and we'll pull up this way. Looking at this, for what it is. It makes it like, honestly, it makes me even more mad that they did this book the way they did it. It makes me even more mad they did this book the way they did it. They should not have sold this as a mystery. They should have just been like, hey, look, it's this character and been done with it. Like, honestly, I think even if it would have actually been Paul, I think if they just would have marketed it the right way, even if it would have been Paul, Mary Jane or Paul, don't matter. But even if it was Paul, as much as people hate Paul, people would have bought that book.
So here's what I'm gonna say, because we talked about it we talked about it like 2 weeks back. We're talking about it now. Something happened this week, Ernie. You and I didn't talk about it. I was gonna wait for here, but I've kind of warmed up because we made a joke about it yesterday when we saw that wedding cover of Venom number 7.
Yeah. Yep.
I have actually warmed up to this thing that is currently happening in the world of Venom, and it was from someone else that I was watching, just scrolling, and they brought up a good point that I didn't think about, which made this is the cover that Ernie and I were tripping off of yesterday because it's alluding to an old Amazing Spider-Man cover for all of you that do know. But what made me warm up to this? Somebody said, think about this. What if we wanted to give you all a Venom story, but the host of Venom was going to be Peter Parker's old bully, Flash Thompson?
Mm-hmm.
What if we wanted to give you all a story where Otto Octavius took over the body and mind of Peter Parker and became Spider-Man? But it was not just a 1-issue thing or a 2 to 3 issue arc. No, there's going to be a thing that's happening for like a year or two that we're going to have this run. How would you feel about that? And, you know, you go back, it's like, Flash Thompson is Venom? That sounds fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Otto Octavius as Spider-Man. And it's not just an annual story that's just like a one and done. That's stupid as fuck. And look how great those runs are looked at now and perceived. When I heard that actually, like, you know what? That's actually a good fucking point. I'm not saying what they did was not scummy, because that was scummy as fuck. And I told you, and I'm gonna always hang that over y'all goddamn head that I told you. But when put into it like that, okay, I'll warm to it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens now that we know.
Well, yeah, LP3 just said.
Let's see.
LP3 just said in chat, you know, same. Dr. Doom as Iron Man didn't sound too great until I read it. It's amazing. And I do agree. I do agree. I agree with CE here. You're talking about there are no bad ideas. I agree with that. I think there's bad execution.
Yeah.
I think I actually believe in the tenet that there are no bad ideas. There's bad execution every time. And for me, what it all comes down to is with this, it was not executed well at all.
Yeah.
Like, because we talked about this not a week ago, but like weeks ago, before the Eddie Brock Carnage book came out. We were both talking about how, like, oh, what the hell? And I think we had both said that it is actually legitimately a good book. It's legitimately good. And that's the thing. I'm like, even when we talk, like, I haven't read the most recent issue of Spider-Man where he is officially juggernauted out. But even that, I was kind of thinking, I was like, I think it's dumb, but I mean, it might be fun if it's done right. Yeah, but I know this isn't going to last. So, I mean, it's not like that big of a deal. And that's what I wanted people to understand, because there were a lot of people that misinterpreted what I said about this book, thinking I was saying, oh, this book is bad because it is Mary Jane. It's like, no, not at all. Has nothing. Like, my opinion about this title has everything to do. Everything to do with how they did it.
There hasn't been a point to where we said that, or you said that it was written back. Only thing we have ever talked about was, why y'all doing it like this? We know why y'all doing it like this. Y'all doing it for the trade. That's kind of scummy. Just who is it? Stop dangling. Never once did we bring up to Ryan, and if we did, we were laughing at it because of the comedic shit with Rick Jones or them trying to pull a fast one on people. Y'all see what y'all want to see, dog. See, and that's y'all see what y'all want to see, or if someone will say a thing, you gonna try to find a way to twist it into what you yourself are thinking, even though that's not what that person said.
Right. It's bananas. Like, because I just wish that when they did this book, instead of dangling that mystery carrot, being like, oh, who could it potentially be? Oh my God. If they just would have opened up all new Venom issue #1, boom, that's the cover, I would have been in.
I think you could have sold more just from people trying to figure out how the fuck did she get it. It should have been spun like that. Because that would have been the best way to fucking do it.
Because they've already implied that Mary Jane had no choice in it. They have already implied, like between the story itself and the solicits, it has already been implied that Mary Jane and Venom are not together by choice. So that is the more interesting story. That bullshit where you were just spinning, talking about, oh, hey, it might be Luke Cage. Oh, hey, it might be Madam Mask. Oh, hey, it might be Rick Jones. Oh, hey, you remember that motherfucker that used to work at or actually still works at the Daily Bugle, who used to always try and look out for Peter Parker that ain't nobody checking for? It could be that nigga. No, none of that was interesting. None of that was interesting. None of that was interesting. What was the real story is telling me how the woman who used to be terrified of Venom is now Venom. That's the story. That's the story. Like, you don't have to write for the trade. You don't have to write for the trade when you write that story. Look, motherfuckers will... All the people that saying that they wouldn't buy it, you a fucking lie. You gonna buy that shit.
Like, you gonna say it exactly how I just said it. Why? Yeah. How the fuck did this happen? And that's why you gonna read it to see. Come on,
look. I'm gonna paint you a picture. You gonna walk into your LCS and you gonna see motherfucker behind the counter reading that all new Venom #1, and he gonna be like, bruh, you gotta read this shit to believe it. And then you gonna be like, all right, look, go ahead and put it on my stack. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Hell, you'll at the very least read at least a chunk of it in the shop just to see what's what. I'm telling you, dude, that this is what the story should have been. But and I don't know if this was Al. I don't know if this was editorial. But I'm almost positive this wasn't Al's choice. I think this was editorial because I have learned okay, if this was a creator-owned book, 100% Al's fault. But it's not a creator-owned book. This is work for hire, and I don't want to say too much, but just based on some conversations I've had with motherfuckers who work at Marvel, sometimes just because you write that book don't mean you writing that book. Just because you writing that book. Look. You see your name. You know how, look, I use an example.
I knew that was coming.
Look.
I knew it was coming.
You see them two names? Look, notice what other name.
That's top billing. That's top billing right there.
Look.
That's your top billing right there, boy.
Marvel, like, look. You know, you was talking about that note. You talking about that note? That note wasn't from Jonathan Hickman. That was a note that Marvel gave to Jonathan Hickman.
No.
To give to say.
Hickman said that Sanford Green is driving the car. Marvel said, but we made it.
Right.
We made the car.
Like we paying the note.
Oh, bro.
Marvel said, hey. But you better bring that motherfucker with a full tank of gas back. That's all I'm saying.
You better. But yeah, dude.
I'm sorry.
That was our Venom moment. But yeah, dude.
Marvel
stop. Editors out here like, what? Don't tell me somebody at Marvel looked up and said, ain't nobody coming here to see you, Sanford. Like, bro.
God damn. But I love like Marvel entertainment like Memphis Pimps. I mean, they really is.
Damn, Marvel looked at Hickman and said, "You ungrateful son of a bitch." Had an issue of Imperial already in their hand. Hickman don't know how they got it.
Look, the motherfucker said, "No." They said, "Look, Hickman, you writing Imperial, but Imperial belonged to us. Look, we Michael, you Scottie Pippen, okay?"
Imagine somebody at Marvel coming out like Gunther, hands behind their back, big ass coat on, Marvel exec on the back hood or some shit.
Bruh. Woo! Child. Hey, real quick. Don't die. Don't die. We got some of my peoples in the house. Just right quick. I just want to show a little love. Oh wait, did I got it? There it is. Man, shout out to my homie. I don't beat games out here.
Then what do you do with them?
Everything else. No, I'm joking. No, out here been killing it with CinemaCon coverage.
Okay.
Out here holding it down. Out here in these streets, holding it down. Also out here holding it down with good takes, with good, rational, sensible takes. Unlike a lot of motherfuckers out here on the internet. Go hook up that follow. Go hook it up. I'm just saying.
Lord, I didn't even know there was a trailer that was out for it. Okay, he put me on game already. Tron, the new Tron.
Yeah, Tron Ares. Yes, sir. Nah, wait. So my mentions be fried, but I'm glad people enjoyed the coverage.
Oh yeah, I know that boy.
Hey, when you talk some shit, look, when you talk some good shit, trust. Look, this is what I tell people. I know when I say something like this like absolute gold, because man, the haters will come out the woodwork, and I'm gonna tell you what I do. I turn them notifications off, and just be like. But yeah, no, Tron Ares. I'm not gonna lie, Tron Ares look kind of cold. Not gonna hold you.
See, I got to watch that when we done. I got to watch that.
I
still before I am slain, because I already know how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go by my future kids because they want to make themselves the alpha male in the family. I already know how I'm going. I'm going just like Dale Gribble.
Oh, they gonna do you like Craven? They gonna do you like how they did Craven the Hunter?
Dale Gribble said it best. I'm gonna die by the hands of my son who wants to beat me and become the new alpha male. In the words of Dale Gribble. But yeah, I need my crib.
But will he adopt the name Monty Brown? That's the real question.
Oh, bro. Bro.
Like, is he gonna take you out with the?
I'm gonna say, could you imagine your son just laying you down? Serious. You make it say it like that to you when you unconscious, right before you just go to sleep. Just period. Just
like could you imagine like you just out, you walking down the hallway and out of nowhere, pounds. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Can you imagine your son or somebody coming out? Hey boy, what you doing home early? That motherfucker just come in the kitchen, just go on the counter like this. Man, just wipe the sweat off on the counter, bro.
I forgot the motherfucker. I was like, man, look, ain't nobody want to talk on the mic after that motherfucker to do.
Oh, bro. Just wipe all the sweat off. Oh, bro.
My God.
Ain't going to Ernie house no more.
Oh my God. Someone else just reminded me.
Uh-oh.
I forgot about that Megan 2.0 trailer. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm actually kind of interested in that movie.
Dog, I didn't watch the first one, but I saw the trailer to the second one, and it's just more white people being dumb, dog.
Yeah.
And I checked out as soon as I saw it. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not gonna hold you. The first, like Megan, I actually really liked. I liked the first one. It is so fucking silly. Like, it's a horror movie that does not take itself seriously at all. Like, it's got that Chucky energy, really. And when I say Chucky, I'm not talking about Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2, or this, that, that. No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the TV show Chucky. It's got that kind of energy where it is not taking itself seriously. It is just trying to have fun, tell a good story. And I actually really appreciated that when they put out that trailer for the second one. They're like, yeah, this ain't a horror movie no more. This is a straight up fucking action comedy. Let's go. I was like, all right. Bet. Let's go. I was like, let's fucking go. Dude, when a movie knows what it is. Oh, and then, dude, yeah, we actually talked about that the other day. the Naked Gun teaser. Yeah, the OJ shit was the best part.
Yeah,
That was the best.
That was the best part for me. That's what made me. That's what got the laugh out of me, was that OJ part.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, when the little girl took the mask off and it was Liam Neeson, I cackled just a little bit. But when I saw old boy, everybody, all the other characters are staring at pictures of their fathers from the original series or movies or whatever, and then that motherfucker was looking at OJ, he just kind of looked at the camera, was like, I was like, okay.
I'm tripping that the little girl took the mask off. It was Liam Neeson, and then took the Mario mushroom and just grew like 6 feet.
Man,
Right,
like and then started playing fucking KRS. I was like, okay, that's a choice. All right, let's go. Right. But no, we also got a real quick, because I don't want to lose this. We got a super chat here from Pop Culture Guy 3000 says, "God damn it, Nick, you just love to live up to your last name, don't you?" Wait, I think it was I'm like this though. I'm like this. There are movies out there that are coming out. Some of them are dumb. I enjoy dumb things sometimes. Like, was it that Viola Davis movie that's coming out? The action movie where she the president?
Oh, I saw the trailer for that yesterday. Did not know that was going to be a thing.
Yeah, she the president saving herself.
fucking like, Anthony Anderson is the first lady. I never thought I would see some shit like that.
Hey, but you know what? I want to watch that shit.
Okay, isn't that little girl from Blackish too?
I think so.
The Marseille, wasn't she the doll? Okay.
I think it might be. I had to go back. Okay. Well, here's the thing. There's like a couple of other movies too. There's another one that's got old girl from Scandal.
Kerry Washington? Kerry Washington?
Yeah. It's got her and was it Omar Sy? I think it's Omar Sy that's
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, the family, like the family.
Yeah, the assassins and shit. Yeah.
That's another one. I'm like, that's gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna laugh my ass off. I was like, dude, that's the, everybody has an arc. That's the arc I'm on right now. I'm on the, man, fuck it. Let's just have some fun. Let's just have some fun arc. Can we just have a little bit of fun? Can we have just a little bit of fun for like at least? Can I just chill? I don't need serious all the time.
So I think we didn't had a lot of fun. We didn't have fun for this first hour.
Yeah.
So I think we actually do need to get into the swing of things. But one thing I want you to do real quick. I want you to holler at Pop Culture Guy, because this super chat, when he was saying that Nick was going to live up to his name, he's talking about Nick Lowe. He's talking about the editor over there when it pertains to Spider-Man. That's what he was talking about. That's what I figured he was talking about when we were talking about Venom. But he said he's never a bad editor when he does stuff not related to Spider-Man. I just don't get what he has against Spider-Man in a stable relationship with MJ. So it ain't Nick Lowe, big dog. I don't know if you saw Ernie's I think he made a video about it on Threads, and this was a conversation that Ernie and I had as well. I feel like we didn't have it on the cave.
We didn't have it on the show, but you and I, we talked about it to the side.
We had a conversation about it, but yeah, it ain't Nick Lowe big time. That is all
believe me, when
Big Tommy B. That is all Tom
shocked the world.
Not mean to open that. That was
I'm gonna tell you exactly how Tom Brevoort said it on Substack, big dog. If you have a problem with Peter and MJ not being a thing in The Amazing Spider-Man, his words, don't read it. Go read Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's pretty much it. 100%. Can't even lie.
All right, big dog. He didn't add that last part, but everything else, that was all him. It's like this is a conversation Ernie and I was tripping off for, but I think Ernie posted a video about it on Threads. Just sorry, nigga. It's always cool.
It's like, too bad. Look, that motherfucker. Look, I'm telling y'all right now. Every single time y'all ask for Spider-Man and MJ to get back together, this is Tom Brevoort, CB Cebulski, the entire Marvel editor, upper office, whoever.
So
That's
thank
them
you,
every
pop
time.
culture guy. You just made Tom Brevoort just get up and do that for asking that question because you ain't gonna get it. It ain't Nick.
You ain't never getting that. Like y'all know that In Vogue song? Was it In Vogue? Never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Oh,
yeah. You about to hit that? Whoa. That's what Tom Brevoort just did right there. He hit you with the whoa.
It's actually funny though, because I know you said you hadn't seen the numbers, but I actually did look a little. I looked it up a little bit, and true to form, Ultimate Spider-Man been outselling Amazing up until this most recent, or last week's, or the week before's most recent issue is when Amazing came back and actually beat Ultimate. So I mean,
that's wild.
A lot of people did say, "Oh, okay." Bet, and it's been selling like so. I mean, just continue to do that. Then just do that.
Honestly, look, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think Tom said anything wrong, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Here's how I look at it. Okay, so y'all buying Ultimate Spider-Man more than Amazing Spider-Man?
I'm still getting that bag, though.
Look, because you know what's happening? You know the only difference between y'all buying Amazing Spider-Man and buying Ultimate Spider-Man is that when you buy Amazing Spider-Man, the money go in the left pocket.
Yeah.
They go in Marvel left pocket. If you buy Ultimate Spider-Man, the money go in Marvel's right pocket. If you buy both of them hoes, well, you just may as well be putting money in both pockets. It is what it is. Like, dude, Marvel does not lose in this. There is no scenario in this where Marvel loses. Because here's the thing. They're never going to cancel Amazing Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Like, not in my lifetime. Not in my lifetime. That shit's going to run forever. What's that shit? WWE say now, then, forever, whatever bullshit. That's gonna be Amazing Spider-Man. But speaking of things that are forever.
Yes.
Speaking of things that are objectively forever.
Mm-hmm.
We've also got our progress, or not progress. This is our report cards.
Yes.
For the absolute, so the DC Absolute Universe. And I'm pleased to say that similar to last time, I have nothing but good things to report. So let's just run straight down the line of what all we got. We're going to start with Flash. Absolute Flash was the first title.
Yes.
Of the new crop. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you right now, Absolute Flash brought the heat. It was like because it was the first of the three that I had read when the after like the review copies or whatever got sent out. So obviously I'm reading it. It's going to be my first impression of these other three titles. I walked out of this motherfucker excited. I walked out of reading this one excited because it brought a not a Barry Allen, but it brought a Flash per se to the forefront that I'm particularly fond of, and that's Wally West. Barry Allen is there too, but Barry Allen is where he belongs. He in the back seat. Reading the map, so we know where we're going. And in some cases, he may have even just fell asleep. He fell asleep, passed out, and he may not wake up till we get where we're going. I also like that it's like we're keeping Wally young. We're not trying to age up Wally West. He's like 15 years old in this book. Closer to the age he was when he was first introduced. Than the age he is today. And yeah, just it was a solid, very solid outing. Like just good, clean fun.
Mm-hmm.
You got a chance to check this one out, didn't you?
Yeah, I read that when it came out. That's the one I was really looking forward to just because I've been a fan of Jeff Lemire. And the issue didn't disappoint for me, even though this was clearly something that was setting stuff up and letting us know who certain players were and things like that. But it actually kind of started off pretty insane, where it was just on Go because Wally was on Go. So I did really enjoy this. I like that I'm starting from issue number 1, and I'm not coming into, because I will say, even though people might have a way to feel about it, I don't really like coming in on issue bloopty boop bloopity bloop, because there's going to be so much stuff that's probably going to go over my head that I'm not missing, even though this is going to be a new setup with a new creative team and all that jazz. But just being able to start at issue number 1 and trying to figure out what the hell is going on right along with the main character of the story, it was
wrong
fun.
Kind of media res. The wrong kind of in media res is coming in on issue 14.
So I did like that. I loved the stuff that was going on with Flash and his dad, because, sorry to say, and I apologize in advance to everybody that's going to cringe a little bit when I say this, only real interaction I have ever seen with a Flash and their parent was Snyder's Justice League. And, that was the only interaction I've seen. So that was the only mental image I had in my head of, Wally and his dad, or Barry. That was Barry and his dad, but that was Barry and his dad. But in this one, just to see the stuff that was going on with Wally and his, and I felt for the kid. So it was almost like Barry trying to be that fun uncle, show him some stuff just to get him out the house. But then you have that stern parent. I liked all of that because it wasn't done in a very obnoxious way, and it kept. This is not me just trying to be corny, but in true Flash fashion, the story, even though it had all of that going on, it kept moving. The story just it kept moving, which is something that I really liked. So yeah, this was a good number 1 for me, and that's another one. That's another check. Oh, y'all didn't even see me do the check because the camera is right here. I keep looking over here. Shut up. So absolute Flash for me. That's another check of some good stuff. The Rogues, because I know a lot of you all love the Rogues, and I wasn't expecting like Pretty Boy. Mr. Frost himself.
Look.
I wasn't expecting a pretty. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. I thought it was dead shot at first. Oh yeah, this thing, no, Mr. Freeze. Okay?
Right. That's a real Mr.
MR and the dot. You actually spell Mr. when you look at him. So I did like the Captain Cold. I like this version of the Rogues, especially considering when it comes to the Rogues. I know a Joshua Williamson Black Label story and Legends of Tomorrow. That is it. And when it comes to Captain Boomerang, the Suicide Squad movie. So having this version of the Rogues, I was really enjoying, and I want to see more of. And then I saw your video, and I think I saw someone else's video talking about the characters that I didn't know, that I couldn't spot. I didn't know who the fuck they were. So yeah, this was a good. This was a solid number 1 that got my attention for sure. It piqued my interest, and I want to see where things go. So yeah, dude, this was another good one. This is another good one from Absolute.
I want to see what the relationship is between Cold and Golden Glider in this universe, because I don't I saw somebody else bring it up in here, and I talked about it in my video, but I don't know if some of y'all can tell in here. Look, can I actually? Here, we do it like this. We'll do it like this. Like that. Some of y'all might not have noticed, but that's a sister. Under normal circumstances, Golden Glider is white. And under other normal circumstances, Golden Glider is Captain Cold's sister. So I need to know, is this an adopted situation? Are they are Captain, because Captain Cold looked like Omni-Man. Captain Cold looked like Omni-Man. He looked like he out here like telling Wally, like, think, Wally, think. I'm waiting for that line. But I want to know, are they related in this universe? Are they not related? Is this are they pulling a ultimate Marvel situation with how they did, was it Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? I just need to know. I just need to know for myself. Also, Yeah, here we go. I also want to point out right here. Yeah, here we go. That's Trickster in the background right there, and a female version of Trickster. At that, I thought that was pretty cool. You just especially because it's such a different look. Like it's not like your typical Trickster fit. But yeah, Digger Harkness or whatever. Yeah, dude, this is a Chad. This ain't Captain Boomerang. This is Chad Boomerang. This Chad Boomerang right here. It's like, god damn, dude. Y'all trying to make this man sexy flexy up in this bitch? God damn. Like, all right, man. Look like he looked like he moisturized his skin. Like, what was that motherfucker that had the morning prep? What was the motherfucker that had the morning prep that everybody was talking about? The bodybuilder, the black bodybuilder dude that had like the morning prep where he was like, hey, this is my morning. He like had the little thing with he gets some ice and some water, you stick his face in the water.
Oh, I just got put on to that shit. Yeah, okay. I don't
he looked like he do that shit. Look at him. He looked like he do that shit. Sexy, flexy ass.
Captain Boomerang putting people on the Lex Express. Jesus.
Yeah. Look. I'm just saying, man. Yeah, no, this is Digger. This is Digger. He is actually specifically called by the name Digger in the first issue. But no, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Also, another thing that I really enjoyed is the inclusion of the Mirror Master.
Yeah.
Because they don't really necessarily like. Oh, I will say this. I will say this. It's really obvious who he is. If you just read the text. Like you read the text and you're all just kind of. I mean, yeah, you look at his face. It's even more obvious. But like you see here, he says mirror, mirror on the wall. Who the fuck else says that? That's a Flash villain. Nobody. It's Mirror Master every fucking time. But what I liked about this is a Mirror Master. Like okay, so the Rogues, they're not really played as villains. They're played as antagonists.
Yes.
Like it's and who they're working for is another story. Oh shit! Hold on, that's my phone. Sorry, y'all. We have severe thunderstorms and shit, so like there's been like flooding and whatnot. Like we're good in our area, but elsewhere is.
Yeah, that's why I hadn't asked you because I just found out about that shit yesterday and started making phone calls. I'm like, well, he ain't said nothing, so I'm sure he ain't swimming because he would have said something if he was swimming. But
I mean, it's been like thunderstorming, tornado warnings off and on like the past like few days. But I mean, for the most part, we've been largely okay. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But no, like I like this setup. I like this setup of what they're doing here. I like the setup. I also appreciate that we're seeing more of the relationship between, as you mentioned earlier, seeing the relationship between Wally and his dad. This is not something we really always get to see a lot of. His dad is kind of a hard ass on him. And while Barry Allen is in this story, Barry Allen is not the main character. He is a side character. He's I wouldn't even call him a mentor because I mean, he's like that. He's that guy that is like the one person that because let's be for real. This is something that I think we kind of need to make incredibly clear. This is a Wally who has lost a lot. His mother has passed away. His father is his only family right now. His father has no real clear idea of how to bond with his own son or help him cope with the loss of his mother because he's grieving in his own right and they're just not grieving healthily. And we also got to remember this is also a world where Wally has no friends. So this dude, he ain't got no family. He only has his father. He has no friends. Barry Allen's like the first person who's giving him like the time of day. And it's showing him all this cool shit, and his dad don't want him hanging around Star Labs, and it's insane. But I do want to point out something. This is something I think is actually incredibly important. I think a lot of people need to pay attention to, and it's something that I think your mileage is probably going to vary. Your mileage is probably going to vary on this, but I would like to direct people to pay attention to one of the first things you see in this book, And here, I'm going to pull it up like this. The title of this story is something I think is very telling. It's something very telling. And I think this is something that's going to pay dividends down the road in this arc. And it's kind of half the mystery behind everything that we're seeing. And that is the title being Absolute Flash in Of Two Worlds Part 1. Now, this Of Two Worlds, this is something very significant. There's something very significant. For those who don't know, this was a story arc that was done back in the day. You know, back in the olden times, the before times, where we had the Flash of Two Worlds, where this was the first time Barry Allen and Jay Garrick had come face to face with one another. Now, something very significant happens in this story arc. In regards to Barry Allen. And I'll just go ahead and say it right now because I actually don't think this is going to stick. Say it right now because I actually don't think this is going to stick. But when Barry activates the device that ultimately gives Wally the power, which, by the way, I want to point out something too. The Speed Force in this universe seems terrifying. The Speed Force does not seem fun. It doesn't seem fun or like not even cool. It looks like something scary.
That little white boy is in the warp right now.
Right? Look, he's struggling. He's struggling right now. But Barry Allen, something very similar that happened to Barry Allen in Crisis on Infinite Earths happens in this story. We see that when Wally got the power, we see who's laying on the ground just ahead of him. And it's somebody who was in the exact same suit that Barry was wearing. Now, is Barry dead? Probably. But here's the thing. We've seen this before. We have literally seen Barry waste away to be little more than a fucking skeleton. We've seen this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I don't think that's the end of Barry Allen. I think Barry Allen is like I think he. I guess in a way that's very similar. I guess in a way that's very similar to oh God, what was it? In a way very similar to what happened to Barry and Crisis Infinite Earths, where like they made it seem as though he was dead. He actually wasn't dead. He comes back years later. He's perfectly fine, and dandy. He's just trapped in the Speed Force or whatever. Whatever the fuck. I wonder if that's going to be what happens. Like that's where the two worlds comes into play. Like. Are they talking about a meeting with Jay Garrick, or does this Barry die, but a Barry from another Earth pulls up in his world, in Wally's world? Like, is that something that's gonna happen? These and that's what. Okay, this is something that Marvel's editorial office could have learned about the all new Venom thing. All these questions. These are all way more interesting things that we could be talking about than. Oh my God, who is the new Flash?
Yeah.
Who's the Flash? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my, actually, and I like this idea right here. Deck It Out just said it. Dude, do you know how baller this shit would be? Carter, would you holler if the other Flash was not Barry Allen? If it was fucking like Harrison Wells or Eobard Thawne or Hunter Zolomon or some shit?
Honestly, because I don't. Are we just talking about the two new series from Absolute, or are we talking about Absolute as a whole in this report card?
No, we're going to be talking about. We'll be talking about the other titles a little later, but I'm just talking about like just this specific.
The reason I asked that question is because with what happened in Absolute Superman this week,
yes,
I would be completely cool. That would be dope to see if it was Harrison Wells or an Eobard. That would be dope because that would be something different. That would make me okay. Okay, then what's the second issue? What's the second issue for to be on? So yeah, that would absolutely make me want to grab that. That would be something cool to see. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it's and like I said, I think that this take, like this take that they're doing, this take they're doing with Flash, I like it a lot. I think it's great. I'm here for it. I want more. Like, give me more of this. This is a series that like, I gave away my take on it. I gave it an A. You know, that my grade is an A on it. I'm not hiding that. But you know, just this title. This is one of those where I'm like, yeah, I have no notes. There are no notes on this. This is a straight up good solid fun. You know, good solid fun title. And because you mentioned that Superman, we're gonna bring up those because, you know, technically a lot of the the Trinity Absolute titles have all concluded their initial story arcs. So we'll kind of we'll kind of briefly gloss over those in a minute, but talk about that Superman that's Absolute Superman reveal from this week, which was pretty fucking wild. I was not expecting that shit at all when I first read it.
That right there, if they're going that route with Superman, what you just brought up with the Flash, if they were to go that route, I'd be reading that. This would be dope. This would be dope. Did you honestly think from outset a world created by fucking Darkseid and Darkseid that just did the fusion dance with the Spectre exploding and then giving us quality books like these?
Man,
like, this is dope. This is dope.
I think I was one of the first persons to say it. I think I was the most skeptical. I was probably one of the biggest detractors of this whole Absolute unit. And now I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Some of this shit hitting better than the main shit.
Yeah.
Look, y'all might want to go ahead and y'all might want to go and cut the motherfucking books. Y'all just keep making this Absolute shit. But you gotta keep the quality up. You gotta keep the quality up because, you know. But I also think that this is one of those like
late. You said that too late. Since you want us to drop them other books, we're gonna drop them other books. We're gonna give you another Gwenpool Part 5. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, look, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you a Absolute Spectre, and this time it's gonna be 20 different motherfuckers who could have been the Spectre. And when we give it a reveal after we done got you to buy 2 trades, it ain't gonna be none of the 20 motherfuckers we said it was gonna be. That's what they're gonna do. Now, for that, I want to move on to the next title because this is where things are gonna get a little dicey for me.
Okay, this should be interesting.
I want to bring up that David Aja cover because that's the cover I actually prefer.
I like that cover too. I do.
Yeah. Honestly, this should have been the main cover. This should have been the cover A, in my opinion. Like nothing. There's nothing against this cover. Nothing against it. Nothing against it. This should not have been the cover. This should not have been the cover.
If Jeff wants to get my money at one of these claim sales, go back to the David Aja cover. If you give me a version metal of that, I'd buy it.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Of this cover 100%. Right here? Yeah, quality.
Yeah, no, that's 100% right. That's easy. Look, that's easy money. That'd be the quickest $100 I've ever spent in my life. But
yes.
And real quick, I just want to do this real quick because I need to adjust something. Right quick, fast. There we go. Okay, cool. We're back. Got it. Okay. So Martian Manhunter. Absolute Martian Manhunter. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's always a duff. In any group of things. There's always a duff. There's always the duff. This book is the duff for me. And now what I mean by I'm not saying the book is bad. It's a solid book. It just ain't for me. it like this is one of those like it's a legit like it's not you, it's me. I'm the problem. No, this motherfucker did not say absolute ambush bug. Absolute ambush bug. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit, because I would totally read it. Dude, absolute ambush bug sounds nasty. Just saying it out loud. I'm just like, ugh. But no, for real though, absolute Martian Manhunter. I think Dennis Camp is actually turning in a pretty solid story, but I'm gonna tell you why I don't fuck with it that heavy.
Okay.
It's a little too much. It's a little too much. Like, now I want to share something. I'm not going to really deep dive into this one too much, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have a whole heap of lot to say about it. But there's something I know about this book that kind of changed my perspective.
Okay.
Here, let me do this because I want to make sure I pull up the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's this one. It's actually this one. Yeah, I had the right one. Okay. It's this page right here. I talked to somebody at a comic convention last year. So well before this year, like back when we kind of had suspicions that Martian Manhunter was going to be one of the future absolute titles.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody at a con. I'm not going to say who it was because I don't want to fuck up the plug. But it was someone who had ties to Dennis Camp, or enough to be able to talk to Dennis Camp about some shit in confidence ahead of the release. Like before it was even like announced.
Oh, just so everybody is aware, that page that's in between Ernie and I, that's how it is in the comic. Just so you're all aware.
100%.
He did not accidentally do that himself. That is how it is in the book.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. That is like I have not flipped anything. As a matter of fact, hold on, I want to see something. Can I? I'm gonna see if I can flip it just for everyone to be able to read it properly.
Yeah.
Like this, the way it is now, that is me fucking with the image. So originally, what this book was pitched as was absolute Martian mindfucker. And the way you see it written out here, and out here, I'm gonna zoom it in just so y'all can kind of hear. Here, let's
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I'm deadly serious. It was pitched as Martian mindfucker, but DC said no. But basically, like, so if you would have seen the title, like, if you would like, so like we would have went to the cover of the book, it says seeing absolute Martian Manhunter across top, you would have seen Martian mind asterisk 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 that's what you would have seen. But funny. DC didn't want to take a chance on that, like fucking up the sales of the book, basically, and they ended up going a different direction. This title, this title, it does a lot. Basically, the long and short of it is that we are dealing with a version of Martian Manhunter who is not necessarily an alien, at least not the human persona of it. It's like they're taking some of the like Silver Age, like OG Martian Manhunter, and like the Justice League, like Unlimited Martian Manhunter, and like the Earth Prime and New Earth Martian Manhunter. It's like they're taking all that shit and kind of, I don't want to say putting in a blender and hitting puree, but just taking the pieces, taking very specific pieces of it and kind of putting it into, as I saw someone mention earlier, how it kind of looks like an impressionism, like the entire comic looks like an impressionism painting. That's kind of what they're doing. Like they're kind of taking these different pieces in these very broad, solid colors and being like, hey, here's this, here's this, here's this, and here's this. And then just kind of putting it all in one like cohesive page. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with the art for this book. I don't have a problem with the writing for this book. I don't really have a problem with any aspect of this book other than the fact it's probably a little bit more trippy than what I might want to read on a regular basis. Like I'll put it like this. For me personally, when I got done reading this, I was like, I think I need to take the edible before I read this. Like, I feel like this book would be better if I was off that edible. And it's not, like I said, I want to make it clear. I want to make it very clear. I don't think the book is bad. So before anyone goes, run into the internet, run into the comment section, being like, ooh, Blerd Without Fear said Martian mind fucker is the worst DC Absolute book. No, I don't think that. Actually, I will take that back. I do think that. I still think it's a good book. I think it's the least good, to me, of the 6 titles that are currently out. Like, it's the one that holds my attention the least. Like, I think Carter, when I talked to you about it, like, when I had early access to this book, how many times did you and I talk, and I was like,
oh no,
let me try and read this again.
Yeah.
I was like, let me run it back. And I'll be honest with you, this is probably going to be one of those titles that I'll probably enjoy it more and more as it goes along. But just like right now, as it is, I don't find it quite as interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a B. It's a solid. It's like a B, maybe B minus. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say B minus.
Mutelp is on the exact same page that I am, because that's all I saw when I finished this book. And what I mean by that, because for all you Spotify people, this to me does not read like an absolute Martian mindfucker, Martian manhunter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This reads to me like a Martian manhunter book from DC's Young Animal imprint. That
like
is
a
what
Vertigo
this book,
title or some shit. Like, yeah.
Okay. So that's why when I started reading this book and I saw the trippy visuals and I saw the stuff with Agent Jones and he had a like concussion and he's seeing all these colors. He doesn't know why he knows things that he knows. I'm like, oh, okay. So he got a concussion.
Cool effect.
Yeah.
It's a cool ass effect. Like how he's like, here, I want to pull this up. Like how he's being able to tell what people are thinking and like the things that they've done because he's smelling it. Like it's like he's literally smelling the information.
Yeah. And the way that it was like, okay, so this is a spin on, or not a spin, but this is a very unique way of, he got a concussion, his powers are out of whack, but that's how he's perceiving that he's reading people's minds. Okay.
Right.
That's a very experimental. And I wanted to grab them off the shelf because when I was done reading that book last night, that's literally the first thing that popped into my head. And then somebody in the chat said he could do Shade the Changing Girl.
Yeah, that was Mutel. Yep.
Okay, with this style. When he said Shade the Changing Girl, Young Animal, because that was a Young Animal book. 100%. So this to me, it's so out there and it's a very acquired taste, like the majority of those fucking Young Animal books were. But when I was reading this, I felt like I was reading Gerard Way's Doom Patrol, which is out there, and it's wild. Your mileage may vary if you can just be along for the ride in this. So when I got my hands on this book, and because I am different and I am fucking weirdo, and I have a lot of the Young Animal shit on the shelf, that's why I was more, okay, this is trippy, this is interesting, I've seen this before. Okay, let's see what else happens with this. So I would they got me with the first issue. I was not expecting because I don't know if you know, Ernie, I didn't even know about it until yesterday when I got off of work. There's 2 different versions of this comic. You have the regular edition, and there's one that's Martian Vision.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
So people in my shop, they had to stop several people from grabbing it and trying to put it at the door, trying to get the sun on there to see how shit look different. Because there is that's the whole thing with this comic. But yeah, in closing, This just reads like this was. I said it yesterday. Gerard Way is somewhere grinning because this just reads to me like a young animal book. This is a trippy ass young animal book. That young animal isn't a thing right now. Gerard Way doesn't want to bring it back right now because it's supposed to be a pop-up shop imprint. That's how he envisions a young animal. I said, yeah, this is totally just this is young animal like a motherfucker. So yeah, that's how it has my interest right now. That's why it has my attention. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it. I don't want to give it any grades because I don't want to hear. I like when y'all whining and crying at Ernie in them comments because y'all tend to say a lot of stupid shit that makes me laugh, and then I send them to him, and then we laugh. Or I will see some of you all that are watching right now. Y'all will be in there like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? So that always gets a chuckle.
Oh yeah, no, we end up getting a good gig. Like, well, I will say this. This is one last thing I'll say about Martian Manhunter. Absolutely.
You almost said it.
You almost said I did almost say it. Actually, I like that title better. I think actually that would have changed my grade. It would have been a B+. But no, this book to me is kind of like this book for me is basically the ultimate X-Men of the absolute. And what I'm not talking about quality. I'm not talking about the quality of the book. It feels like such a different thing from everything else going on. Right. And like I said, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I want to make because I have to say it like 8 times because there's always gonna be that one motherfucker. Well, he said it was a bad thing. No, I didn't say it was a fucking bad thing. Stop. Fucking pay attention. Goddamn. Like unclog your ears and listen. This book does not feel like any other absolute title. It does not feel like absolute Batman. Does not feel like absolute Wonder Woman. Does not feel like absolute Flash. Does not feel like absolute Superman. Does not feel like absolute Green Lantern either. This book feels like it's not even part of the absolute line, which is kind of credence to what you were saying, what you Mutep was saying earlier about it feeling more like a young animal title. Like honestly, if you told me, like not just you told me, but if I actually got to talk to Dennis Camp and he told me, yeah, this was originally supposed to be a Vertigo title or a DC Young Animal title, I'd have fucking believed him.
I guarantee you that mind fucker would have been there with the asterisks. If it was a young animal book, I will put money on it.
Yeah.
But because it's not a different imprint and it is DC proper, you get Manhunter whether you like it or not. So I guarantee you, if it was any other thing, those asterisks would have been there. So yeah, that's why I enjoyed it.
And it is going to be a divisive book. It's going to be a divisive book. There's going to be like I see a lot of people who love it. I've talked to a lot of people who I've talked about like talk about this shit like it's the second coming. Like talking about that, like honestly, here, no. I'm gonna tell you what they're talking about it like.
Yeah, please do.
I've seen people talking about this shit the way I used to remember motherfuckers in the shop talking about this. Like being like, oh man, this is bad. Like I promise you, this book is gonna be the one that fuck what all the other absolute titles are doing, regardless how good or bad they might be. I own like the same way everybody was like just meat riding absolute Batman for like being like so fucking revolutionary, even though technically it's not. Absolute Batman is not a revolutionary book at all. Like, I mean, it does some shit different, but everybody was talking about that book like they ain't ever read a Batman book before. But at the same time, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be meat riding that shit and not really like paying anything else any attention. Like it doesn't matter how good absolute Green Lantern or Flash is, everybody's only going to be focused on this one title, for better or worse. And like I said, the same way people were freaking out about Ultimate X-Men, but this is for different reasons. People were mad because it was so different. I think that it's in this book's favor to be different. But because it is so different, I'm just kind of like, okay, I got to be in the right mindset for this book. Which honestly, on Wednesdays, I'm usually not.
Yeah, you got too many other things to fucking read.
Yeah,
I would love another Mother Panic book. I have all of Mother Panic on my shelf. I have all of Doom Patrol on my shelf. I have Milk Wars on my shelf. I'm on the fence about buying Future State because Mother Panic is in Future State. doing shit with Red Hood. So, but yeah, dude, this read like a fucking Young Animal book to me, and that's right up my alley because it's so fucking weird. So, yeah, dude. Yep.
Let's go to our last one. Let's go to our last one. We got the new crop, and that's Absolute Green Lantern. Now, the way people were talking about Martian Manhunter,
uh-huh.
you're just glazing it up. I'm talking just like just being like, oh no, this they own some Drake shit. This is the best I ever had. They own some old Drake, best I ever had bullshit. That's how I am with this one. I am on I'm on that shit with this book because I liked this yeah. Sir Yuri G just said it right here. He just said it right here. Like yeah. You hold on. Let me pull this motherfucker back up.
You are the best.
Like wait a minute. This look. I know you like this Martian Manhunter. Okay. I know you like this Martian Manhunter. I know you think it's cold in the motherfucker. But this shit right here, nigga.
I tell you what you just did to me, man. And I saw you talking to your boy yesterday
Cap
about
Diesel,
it.
yeah.
This was good. This was good.
Yeah. Oh,
but
very good.
The one thing that has stuck with me, bruh, imagine you waiting in line at the pearly gates. So how did you die? Man, it was a shooting. It was a bank robbery. I was trying to protect some kids. How did you die? I just got too old, man. I've been with my wife 52 years. We've been married. Okay. How about you? I was on my motorcycle, and then this big green thing came out of nowhere, and then I just got a real bad headache for some reason. I just woke up here.
Also, wait a minute. I didn't pay this any attention the first time I read this, but I'm actually paying more attention now. Look at their face. They're like, God damn. Damn. I'm like, oh.
No, I was on my bike. I was listening to some Toby Keith, and then something green happened. I just got a real bad headache for some reason.
Dude.
And big dog, where is your eye? I don't have both my eyes. Like, dog, seeing that goddamn eye fly, I was like,
oh yeah, no. Right. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at the teeth coming out. Look at all that. Look at that. I was like, man, ain't no way.
You know what made me mad?
Ain't no way.
And then, in true white man fashion, Hal Jordan, hey, we gotta go get that guy some help. Nigga, what help?
Like, well, I'm like, what do you mean?
What you gonna help him with?
What do you mean? He gone. Look, I love how when that motherfucker walked up to the when he walked up to the thing and you just see the blood.
White person fashion, just gonna touch it. See,
I was like, man, you bet not. You bet not. But what I liked about this book, and just to kind of give you guys the setup, is that when we open this book up, man, it opens up on some ominous shit. We open up on Hal Jordan walking down the highway. He walking like Bill Bixby. Bill Bixby, like the Incredible Hulk. The sad music.
Yeah,
he just like this. He like, can I get a ride? Like that. And the whole time he's walking, he keeps talking about be without fear. And then all of a sudden, this voice starts talking to him from the brink. You're in the absence of light. I am the secret heart within every star. Be without fear. Hal Jordan, you must be without fear. Bruh, I'm not gonna hold you. I was feeling a little tight about this shit because this motherfucker, he literally just looked hurt. He just like, he walked up right, he's like, man, goddamn. He said, man, this motherfucker's get out of my head.
This is a pure, clean cut example of open your damn mouth and say something.
Please.
If Ernie is asking me something, I'm not just gonna sit there and not say nothing. Hand him. open your mouth and explain shit.
Man,
I don't want to get sent to the upper room because you don't want to open your mouth and say, hey, I got some nasty hand action going on. I'm just going to look at you like that, not answer none of your questions. And I just got my hand in my pocket. You still want to explain yourself? Open your mouth.
What? Look, he just like this. He's like, oh. That motherfucker crying. Look, let me tell y'all something. This is a version of Hal Jordan. He ain't no fighter pilot, okay? Like, he got that bomber jacket, but he ain't no fighter pilot. Let's just go ahead and put it like that.
He makes toy fighter pilots just to play with in the living room,
bro. I was like, bro, like I'm not gonna lie, that was some of the nastiest shit I think I had ever seen anyone say to anybody when old boy was talking to Joe. Mm-hmm. About his about his toy shit. I think here. Look. Well, hold on. I just gotta zoom in on this. Look at this shit, motherfucker. Collectible toy dealer. Collectibles dealer. You sell toys, motherfuckers, and stop. You stop. Dude, stop trying to church that shit up. Cause you in front of Joe. Stop it. But one thing I thought was actually pretty cool about this, though, is that the way they set this up, the way all this gets put together, with how the power and everything happens, like let's get this out of the way right now. Hal Jordan is not Green Lantern in this. He is not Green Lantern in this. That motherfucker, that's the black hand right there. That's the black hand or something.
That boy.
First off, Carter, if you saw a motherfucker who he pull his hand out of his pocket and it look all black and got the Kirby crackle on it, would you fuck with him?
I'm not gonna fuck with him, but at the same time, you need to tell me that your hand got some sunspot action going on, big dog.
Man,
you gonna have to tell me. You're not just gonna sit there in the corner. I know everybody in this diner. You just sitting there. You done chug some fucking water, and you're looking sketchy as hell, and you just not going to explain it. Get up and leave, or open your mouth. Speak up.
I just thought that was legit, because it's like, dude, you see that shit, and then he like pulled a hand back. Like, he pulled a sleeve up and just dude.
When you got 1 foot off the ground, I'm not finna look like them two dummies down there at the bottom. I'm not gonna look at you like this. I am out the diner expeditiously.
Man, gone.
I'm out the diner.
Gone.
I'm not finna look. I'm not finna say this person's name. I'm out the diner. I'm running.
We are out. Also, I just want to point out something. The fact that, like, okay, so the thing we were talking about earlier, that the thing the dude ran into, this shit right here. Look how big that motherfucking Green Lantern symbol is.
It's just funny you get sent to the gulag because of the Green Lantern symbol. Like,
man. Bruh.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
That is nasty work.
You got killed by product placement. Like, nah.
Man. Look. Man, hey, look. This is the wild part, and I think this is the part that really had me sent.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we all know the story. In the main continuity, Hal Jordan, he gets the ring because Abin Sur, crash lands on Earth or whatever, or depending on what version of the story you read, however that works. But in this case, there is an Abin Sur. And this story is actually told very much out of order. Like, a lot of the stuff we see at the very beginning is stuff that like happened earlier, and then it kind of jumps around and back and forth a little bit in a couple of spots. But like, dude, when they I remember when we got to see this promo image, this one right here, this promo image, we're like, oh, dude, what the fuck are they looking at up there? Or whatever the fuck. And then you see what it is. Like, you see it's a Green Lantern symbol, but what you don't see is what's actually in it that they're staring at. And it's because this is Abin Sur in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like motherfucking Gore the God Butcher out here in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
looking like he getting ready to go like 20 rounds with Thor and win every one of them. Bruh. Dude, this, like, I'm sorry. This was it. It's like, this dude said, look, we don't. Like, no, we drop lantern symbols around here, pimp. we drop lantern symbols around this big time. And I just want to make something very clear. Seeing Abin Sur look this way, it really makes me want to see what Sinestro looks like in this universe. Like, I want to see what a Kilowog looks like. Or like
somebody
an Atrocitus.
Somebody with presence like that, who we have seen die just as many times since y'all bringing up Dragon Ball Z. Since as many times we've seen Krillin catch it, many times we've seen Yamcha and them catch it. I want to meet who kills this Abin Sur. Because if you kill a motherfucker that has that kind of presence on the page, I got to see you now. So yeah, this is something to see.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, now, there was a little bit of discourse around this book. I saw a lot of people talking their smack, saying, oh, the book is trash. Oh, it's not good. Oh, it's not selling well. Here's the thing. Fuck all that. I'm going to tell y'all why people are mad. They're mad because of this. Or more specifically, something that comes up after this. They're mad because in this book, Hal Jordan is not Green Lantern. There's 3 Green Lantern characters you see on a normal basis. You see Hal Jordan, you see John Stewart, and you see Joe Mullen. All 3 of these characters, kind of going back to this shot, up here. You see, they're all friends hanging out. Everybody's cool with each other. But then you get down to it. And you find out that, once all this shit's popping off, Hal Jordan done fucked up a whole diner full of people with the Black Hand. Look, he sit here, got a bullet wound, and he looked like he healing the shit with the Black Hand. Got that gnarled Black Hand action popping off. And what made folks mad was this. Hal ain't the Green Lantern. Joe is. Now, I want to make something clear. They and at least one just said it. Like literally just I couldn't no one could say it better themselves. It was too many niggas. That's literally what it was. That's what everybody was like, oh man, all this DEI in the book, y'all gave it to the DEI Lantern? Y'all need to stop.
You don't even know what that Green Lantern, and here's my thing, because this just made more questions for me, because we don't know what the Green Lanterns mean in this book, because we just saw a motorcyclist gets sent back to the loading screen off of one Green Lantern construct. So we don't know what the fuck the Green Lanterns mean in this book, and Hal can't control whatever the fuck he has right now. So we don't know what that shit could entail. There are too many questions that are going on in this book for that to be the one thing that you stuck on. Like, at this point, and I said it on somebody's video, because the guy that I'm sorry, I cannot remember that brother's name. The stream you were in yesterday, Cosmic
Diesel, yeah.
Cap Diesel. I don't know why. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I was going to say Cosmic Cowboy. I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's a whole other motherfucker.
I don't know who that is, but the person that he wanted you all to watch the clip of, I've seen a lot of that moron shit on his main channel, but. Because I was reading people's comments when he had you look at that video for a little bit, and I'm just, at this point, I just keep saying the same thing. If y'all mad at this, your racism is showing a little bit too hard over there, dog. You that's some shit you normally try to hide, but because of the world right now, like your racism is showing. If this is a problem with you, because there are too many fucking questions going on in this book, and for you to be stuck on just this, yeah, your racism is showing, dog. I just want you to know that. I'm happy that it's showing because I know to kind of keep myself away from you.
Right.
I know normally you like to keep that shirt tucked in, but your racism is showing, dog. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that.
Well, this was actually literally what I was about to say. Y'all just literally took the words out of my mouth. Other than Killer Croc, isn't she the only other named black character in the Absolute Universe? Unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, because I mean, right as far as main characters go, she is the only one. Now there are some other black characters, like Barbara Gordon in the Absolute Universe is black.
John in this.
John Stewart is also in this, but like it's been heavily implied he may not be a Lantern in this universe. He may just be a regular dude. But I mean, he might. I know Guy Gardner and some other characters have been teased.
I want to know,
bruh.
No, okay.
Absolute guy.
This is James Gunn's fault.
Yes,
because I don't want to picture Nathan Fillion with the Hanson cut, with the Jonathan Taylor Thomas cut, piping out this sister. It makes me angry. It makes me angry because now I'm just picturing Nathan Fillion
with the bowl
and with the Janae action going on, dog.
Well, you know what it is. There's also because I can't forget about Wonder Woman. Absolute Wonder Woman. You have Etta Candy and her sister.
Yeah.
So that's two black women there. But the thing is, none of those characters are main characters. This is the one main character. This is the one main character. Like y'all got so we got six. Y'all got 6 absolute titles out right now. Absolute Batman, Height, Absolute Wonder Woman, Height, Absolute Superman, Height, Martian Manhunter, Height, Flash, Height. We get the Green Lantern, and these motherfuckers are getting mad. One black motherfucker is the main character, and too many niggas.
Now racism is showing too hard. I want to see what's going on with this recent, because I don't know if there are a couple in this book or they were, or maybe something serious happened. But now all I have in my head is Janelle Monáe and Nathan Fillion getting it in the Absolute Universe. It is very, very frightening. But yeah, we don't know what this means. We don't know what any of this book means. And for y'all to bring y'all asses out here saying all this nonsense, like, bruh,
stop.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
It is.
But
like,
I enjoyed this comic. I need something to happen to Hal right now, because that's like 2 or 3 people that done died because you don't want to open your goddamn mouth. And now you're poking the hole that you just got shot in, and now you got more sunspot action going over your whole goddamn body. So I need somebody to stop this man and sit him down somewhere until we can figure some shit out. Keep his hand out his pocket.
Here, and I just want to pull this up. I want to zoom this in just a little bit more, just because I really like this shot.
I do too. I love the art.
Look, she got the
really, really good.
Got the ripped jeans, got the leather jacket on, got the little white T-shirt.
You talking to a motherfucker who did not like that they changed her hairstyle, but I don't have a problem with it in this. I don't. It looks good. Everything looks good in this shot.
Yeah, like it fits. And I like how like she's not like, this may change. She's not wearing the traditional Green Lantern costume, like, and it's absurd to have no costume on at all.
Yeah, he's just free balling.
Just naked,
just free balling it out
here. Yeah, just literally just out here, just like, man, let him dangle. But no. Yeah, she rocking the Bel Air. She rocking the Bianca Belair, 100%. She's rocking the Bianca Belair, 100%.
Okay,
like
I'm
honestly,
say this right now, since y'all felt like putting that in my
ponytail one good time.
I will quit reading this book. I will drop this book like a bad habit. If anybody catches that Green Lantern construct hair whip, I will drop this book.
Look, she'll be like,
if there is a if there's a lantern symbol on the tip of her hair that somebody feels the wrath of, I am dropping this book.
Look, man, but you gotta admit, man, look how cold that shit is. Look, dude. And she got look the way it's whipping on the end, dude. She hit you with that, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
But but no, I love this title. I love this title. This, like, to me, honestly, of the I didn't, I wasn't gonna stand on ceremony about this shit either. But as far as absolute the current new trinity of absolute titles, look, I'd be a liar if I said I didn't enjoy this one the most. Like, this one was like it was so, like, of all of the absolute titles. Well, yes, it's still the Lantern Corps and this, that, and the third.
As far as we know, we don't know about
right.
in this. See, you bringing up, you want to see like Sinestro. I want to see how Kilowog is going to look in this shit. That's what I'm looking for.
What about like Tomar Ray and Tomar Toe and all these other motherfuckers?
I want to see how they're going to look.
Also, I'm really curious to know what's up with the jewelry. I want to know what's up with the jewelry. Because every time he snatches somebody, I don't know if people caught when. I would hope so, because it's not like hidden or anything. But like, when he got the cop, it's like that badge hit the ground. That badge hit the ground. Now, okay,
it's the way you say it.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, because you know how like certain different spectrums are stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Please tell me y'all caught the way he said it. Like, this motherfucker has just been brutally killed by Hal Jordan, and then that badge hit the ground.
Little ting, 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 ting. But you see what I'm talking about? Like, here, I want to look, because right here, the ring still on the ground.
I thought that was Joe's.
That was
ring.
Joe's, but like but the thing is, like, when you go back to like this part right here, when he catch old boy, look what's left behind.
Everything's just getting dropped.
Like all the gold, like the gold. So I'm wondering if it's one of those things like, okay, so like is this like, in the mainline continuity, you're like, what opposing color is a spectrum weak against, or cannot affect? And I'm wondering, because like right here, I mean, like literally everything that Hal is doing. Like, we go here. Let's take a peek at this. Like, what Hal is doing right here. Like, this is the black hand. This is black hand like a motherfucker. This black hand spectrum.
I didn't catch this until I just read it right there. It's the hand. I'm holding it back. It takes all I have to hold it back. Keep it away from people. Says the goofy white dude that just walked in a diner full of motherfuckers.
Full of motherfuckers with a hand in the pocket. His hand in his pocket.
Bro, you need to go to like you watch too much Orange Cassidy, motherfucker. Keep your hands out your pockets, right, dog.
Look, hold that.
Stay away from people.
Be like,
goodness. Yeah, so bro. Absolute Green Lantern. This was a good one. This was
yeah. This is like I said, this is an A+ book for me. It did everything that I wanted it to do. It brought something different. I feel like of all of the titles that we have seen thus far, other than Martian Manhunter, this one I think is actually the most different. Because I mean, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Absolute Batman is just some Mo Batman. It's good. It's good, some Mo Batman, but it ain't like outside of the way Batman becomes Batman, there's not really a whole heap of a lot different. He doesn't lose both his parents. He just loses one. It's like a mass shooting event, and he's not rich. Like, you take those aspects, those are really cool things to take away. But at the end of the day, he's still Batman. Like, he's still the Batman that we're familiar with. Like, there's not much in his personality that's all that, crazy or out there that would make me go, this is a completely different character. You go to Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman. For all intents and purposes, the only major difference with Absolute Wonder Woman is where she was raised. And
one on that.
Would she do this? Would she hey, She come out with that the lays on. I'm just saying. Look, she's hey, we the ones. We the way she the tribal chief. Look, but no, but in all seriousness, the fact that she like knows magic, she's more leaned into magic, more of a sorcery background, and that she was raised in hell. Outside of that, she ain't really that much different. She has the same personality. The only thing that's probably different is that she's a little bit more straightforward than Earth Prime Wonder Woman. But this is also because she's a younger. All these characters are younger. Absolute Superman. The only real difference between him and Earth Prime Superman is that motherfucker, his cape. Motherfucker cape is the dust of the planet. That man got dust all over his back. And then not only that, the fact that his that he actually spent more time on Krypton. He actually grew up on Krypton for the most part. He spent most of his formative years on Krypton, and by the time you get to the most recent issue, they finally show us, oh yeah, he did actually meet a Ma, Pa Kenya, so on and so forth. Just it wasn't the type of relationship that you would have thought it was, or whatever the fuck, or at least that's how I kind of interpreted it. But I don't know, maybe there was more. I have no idea.
This is the second week, this is the second week in a row I've read a different version of Ma and Pa, just because. Yeah. You had Absolute Superman, where we got this version of them, and then you also got that Dark Knights of Steel All Winter.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
There, Jonathan and Martha are in the backup stories that Tom Taylor did, but they didn't raise Cal in the Dark Knights of Steel universe. They raised Arthur. They raised Arthur Curry. Right. So
yeah, which is wild.
Yeah. So. It was a lot of Jonathan and Martha action I got to read this week.
100%.
Are you wanting to rank where you got your absolute book set right now, big dog?
I could do it.
Okay.
Fuck with it's thunderstorming his ass also his ass off over here. But no, I can say with all affinity, as it stands right now, Absolute Wonder Woman is still sitting at the top, especially especially now that they have reunited two of my favorite people in the world on that book. Carter, did you read Absolute Wonder Woman number 6?
Maybe.
It's the one where they got
I didn't. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's the one where they got Mattia de Eulis.
Ooh, I did not read this because I'm looking at this art. I did not read this. I need to read this.
So this is the artist. So this is the same artist that Kelly Thompson worked with on The Cull.
Ooh, yeah. I did not know this came out. You can put me on game, Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this art now. Ooh, fresh. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is Kelly Thompson and Mattia de Eulis. They worked together on The Cull. And dude, Mattia is out here. Mattia is out here, bruh. Ugh. Love to see it. Like when I was, because for those who haven't read, like this is The Cull right here. Just kind of give you guys an idea. They kind of go. It's really in the color. It's really in the color that where the realism, like the hyper realism, comes out. But yeah, like I was like, bruh, I was like, I don't know what y'all need to do, but I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Ninja Turtles. Y'all need to lock Mattia down.
Yeah.
Y'all need to lock this motherfucker down. Cause this book, this last issue,
if that book continues to look like that, not taking anything away from First Dark Star, not at all, but
but like but just look at these pages, like look at that. Look, I'm just like, bruh, stop.
Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, no, Absolute Wonder Woman stays at the top of the heap, but I'm gonna tell you what, Absolute Green Lantern is like Al Ewing is chomping on them ankles. Like he chomping on them ankles. Like y'all say what y'all want to about that that Mary Jane,
Hmm.
that Mary Jane Venom shit, Al Ewing saved his best for DC. He saved his best for DC. So yeah, I would give it to I would give it to I would give it to
Absolute Wonder Woman.
yeah, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Flash. Then I would bring in Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Martian Manhunter. That's where it's at for me right now.
Okay. I heard
You
that.
know,
I heard that. Okay.
let's see.
Addy Greno vibes. Yeah. His covers, I could absolutely see that with that art we just saw. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, man. Yeah. No, and the thing is, I that's why I'm kind of worried that we probably won't get a full run. We might get a story arc.
Yeah, because I do see that
yeah.
it says part 1 of 2, so she might just be this 2
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, it's that's it. I don't think we're getting like a full. And honestly, because man,
if y'all got Nick Dragotta over there chilling, yeah, Mateo can stay over in these parts. I'm sorry.
Man, I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. And I do also agree with this guy. 250 people here, but only 180 likes. Man, the math ain't math, and we need to get it together. Let's get it together, people. Let's get it together, man. Because I know y'all done been here just listening. So I need that like. I need the like. Give me the like right now. Asking for the like. I'm gonna do the thing that Carmen, our DM, or my DM at GameStop used to always tell me. You got to ask for the sub. You got to ask for the pre-order. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm asking for the like. If you have been watching us steadily this whole time, I know you enjoying yourself. You'd cut away otherwise. Hit that button, goddammit. Hit it. God damn it. But that said,
Yeah.
I think the next thing that I kind of want to take a peek at, and yeah, just to kind of get us back on track. You know, we've gone far afield earlier, so I kind of want to right the ship, as it were. Let's
Okay.
right this ship. First things first. I want to take a look at some super chats because we got some super chats popping off over here. Let's start. First off, Marcus Memphian, thank you for that follow over on the Twitch side. Much appreciated. Oh wow, I think another thing just popped up here. Did another thing just pop up here? Yep, another thing just popped here a second ago.
Another one just popped up.
Another one. Dude, I'll take it. I'm gonna take it. So let's see here. We've got Gearless Moda out here saying Wally is the best Flash. He's been my Flash, and Barry is just boring. He ain't lied. Also, thank you for the laughs and great energy. I see you. Thank you. We have a great thing here. And here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what. There have been no lies detected in the statement.
Damn,
Wally,
don't start calling him boring ass Barry. I don't want to hear any of y'all call him boring ass Barry. Don't let me hear that.
Barry
Don't let me
Boring.
hear that.
My name
shit.
is Barry Boring. I am the most boring man alive. I am the lamest man alive. Basic ass Barry. Lord. Like I don't know what DC's love affair is with Barry Allen, but I do not appreciate it. I don't appreciate that I have to be party to it. That said, thank you for that. 1999 super chat. We also got John Stewart over here on the Streamlabs side, which by the way, it's pinned at the top of the chat on both Twitch and YouTube. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you want to support it in a way that you want to make sure we get all our coins. You give it over here on this side. John Stewart says, with the $5, says, saw Scott Summers at dialysis this morning. Guess Wolverine went deeper than Cyclops thought. Get him up! Said, get them likes up. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. God damn, dude. Let me see.
You sure y'all straight over there?
I'm sure. I'm positive. It's far as I'm aware. It's like giving like repeated. I
No,
mean, I should.
it's storming back home in Memphis. Tremble dust. It's not an Amber Alert. It's just they got a lot. They got some flooding action going on back in my homestead. So make sure.
It's pretty wild out here. We got let's see. We got another one here.
From Nerd Large with the 1999 Bontardi Ernzen.
Oh man,
Carter of Memphis. At least I got the normal one. And the Blerds that time forgot. Forget all that frail from BBL Emma to DEI haters. We need to know how Carter is getting flued out for Blerd Cave 300. So I'm not getting flued out for Blerd Cave 300.
No.
My ass gonna be right here.
Yes.
I thought about it for a minute, but I said I didn't want you all to do that. I didn't want you all to do that. Respectfully, no, thank you. I didn't want to do it. Plus, with how the weather is and things are going over there, I didn't know if I would get there, and I sure as hell didn't know if I would get back because I don't mind getting on a plane, but getting on a plane when it's storming, no, I've seen Final Destination too many times. No, that's a no thank you for me.
It's a bit much. Yeah. And honestly, I thought about it myself, but to put it lightly, without making it dark, niggas is broke. So I'll just say that.
And I most certainly didn't want y'all to do that for just one Blerd Cave for me. I would have felt so bad doing that with y'all. So no, I appreciate it, but no.
Like don't let it fool you. When I do this, when I do this, I'm like that one gif where dude open the wallet and ain't nothing in it, and he do like that's me right now. So that's
come out of there real quick.
Man, what you just said. And I think did I miss? No, we got.
No, you're good.
Oh, here it is. Okay. We got Daz 130.99 with the 5 says just showing love. Get them likes up, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I really want. I just want to see the likes go up. I like seeing the likes be at a nice good number, man. Just some sweet, you know. And then we also got Jeremiah Clink with 10.
And the Clink. Damn.
Man,
how long you
dude.
You're game for 10. Jesus Christ. He said,
you
said
put this on your commissary.
For real. Did you see that shit? I don't know who this brother is, but he is in jail right now. Got the full outfit on, black jeans, got the J's on. He is matching, suited and booted. I think the motherfucker had on a Jabot shirt with some jeans and Jordan 4s. I said, what you wearing that in prison for?
Dude, you trying to get shanked.
For real. But Jeremiah in the Clink gave us 10 and said, for the 300th episode, can we get comics explained and dope spiel on the cave? I needs that.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know. And it's not necessary. And I'll put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it long and hard, and someone said something to me that kind of made me have a difference of opinion on the matter, and it was largely because it was someone that was basically said to the tune. I won't put their business out here. But they basically said something to the tune of, he said, "Well, that's kind of a landmark." And he's like, that's kind of y'all's day. He's like, and he was like, I wouldn't want to be a distraction. It was not either Dope or Rob that said that. I'll just put that out there. But but someone else, there was someone else that I had talked to about it. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But well, I think that is going to be something we just address at the time that it happens.
Yeah.
That was Ripper. No. Ripper would love nothing more than to blow up my spot. Which I will never. I will never. You can miss me with on that. I will say this: it sometimes is easier to get Robin when he's on his own time. I'll put it like that. Dope might be too busy playing Cyberpunk. I don't know. He might still be trying to beat Cyberpunk. I don't know. I'm joking. He beat Cyberpunk already. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he beat the new DLC though. He might be back in for the DLC. But I do want to give a little public service announcement. I was originally going to make this a segment, but I'm actually not. I just want to make this a little public service announcement. It's something that I just kind of wanted to put out there because I feel like this is not being talked about enough. I feel like not enough people are speaking this into existence. But I said something on Threads the other day. Yesterday, maybe, I believe. I basically said something to the tune of, and I would forgive anyone for maybe not having kept up with this, because I'll be brutally honest with you. I don't feel like the powers that be have had the best luck with making this a thing, spreading awareness. And I have some opinions on the matter, but I'm going to largely keep a lot of them to myself. Because I would rather focus on the successes than the losses. But some of you know that I talked with the writer of a little comic called Ianu, Child of Wonder, a ways back. That is your boy Roy Okupe, who put this book together. And you also probably know that there is an animated series coming out. There's an animated series, and as a matter of fact, it came out today.
It came out this morning.
This morning on Cartoon Network. It'll be on Max tomorrow.
Yep.
It'll be on Max tomorrow. As a matter of fact, here I just want to because you never know. You never know what motherfuckers have and haven't seen. So I'm not going to sit here and try and assume what people have and have not seen. Excusez-moi, sorry. But I'll just put it like this. Where is my matter of fact, we can use this. Let's use the let's use the vertical. We'll use the vertical. I'm gonna put this over here just so y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Would
I like the animation, man. That brother looks just like he came first. That looked just like LeBron Kevin. I can't remember that brother's name, but he had the high top with it too. That looked just like LeBron on Captain Planet.
Oh yeah, Kwame.
Yeah,
he look like Kwame over here. No, you ain't wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Here, I'm actually gonna do this. Let me see if it'll. But I will say this. Ianu is out there in the wind. If and here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say about this. I said I was going to hold my tongue about some aspects of how it's being marketed. I'm not going to hold my tongue on one thing. I do not like the way that this has been marketed. And I don't mean that I feel like it's not being marketed at all. What I mean, and here, I'll just pull up this thread that I put up. Here we go. Bam. Here's this thread that I put up yesterday. And I basically said, Cartoon Network is dropping Ianu Child of Wonder this weekend, and it has not been advertised on the level it deserves. This show by Lion Forge Entertainment should be on every person's mind. It's about a young girl who discovers she has power like no other in Yoruba land, and a force called the corrupt, cursed animals and divine beasts are running roughshod. Guess who's the only one who can stop them? You guessed it. Ianu. And I, say, hey, check it out, Cartoon Network, on the, April 5th, today.
Yeah.
And here,
will rise to restore harmony to the people.
I'll even pull this up just so we can kind of see it a little bit.
Of your
Or, well, now it's being funny acting. But actually, here, we'll do it like this. Cut out of that. But, well, you know, and I want to point out something, you know, because oddly enough, it's actually one of the top comments. Or one of the more recent comments. I want to see if I can actually find it. Because it actually, here it is. Right here. This actually kind of said everything that I had to say about the matter right here. This is from Cheyenne Iwulu, who some of you may remember we talked about her Kickstarter for her TV show, The Comic Shop. And she said, not gonna lie, would love to see more Nigerians and Nigerian American creators involved in the influencer marketing for this. Such a big miss. And elsewhere, she had actually talked about this as well, talking about how like this was really like some of the first she had heard about it, in that like she had talked to some of her other like fellow, because if I remember correctly, she is herself Nigerian, or you know, and so not going to try and make it sound like, oh, all Nigerians know each other, but she is familiar with a lot of other Nigerian influencers. And she said when she talked to them, none of them had even heard about this show or were even aware that it was coming out, regardless of whether they knew about the comic or not. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I said, honestly, outside of myself, I had not seen very many people talking about it. Like, I think myself, I saw Captain Diesel bring it up not too long ago. I saw like a couple of other, you know, comic book centric content creators and, you know, some other like movie, TV show people talk about it. But I really haven't seen anyone, you know, talking this thing up. And I don't feel like Warner Brothers Discovery has really talked this up well at all either. They've been leaving it to the you know, the team that animated it and the marketing team behind that, and the and Unique, which is Roy's studio that he publishes a lot of his comics through.
Yeah,
they've been leaving it up to them, and
which
not
is nasty. That's nasty.
That's
Because
bullshit.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that Iyanu was becoming an animated series because you said something to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I did not know that there was footage out of this shit until you told me. You can see an ad on whatever thing you are using on your phone, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Threads, whether it's Blue Sky, whether it's Postmates, whether it's DoorDash, whatever app you using, 9 times out of 9, you are gonna see a fucking ad for something. And I ain't seen not one ad for this. Nope. I have not seen any promotion for this. It does speak volumes that when I did look up this series and I looked up, you know, the book and stuff like that, when it comes to Cartoon Network and it comes to the trailers and the footage that they have released for this thing, all the comments have been turned off. That speaks volumes to me that they already knew, which is a sad.
They knew what time it was,
which is a really sad fucking thing. That Saturday morning cartoon you can't even have comments on because, hey, I told you, your racism is showing again. It's showing
every time,
But from the footage and stuff that I did see in the trailer that I did watch, and you all are right, even though I was bringing up old boy from Captain Planet, he does look like that little black kid from the Burger King Kids Club. He absolutely does.
He really do. He really do. Yeah.
Does.
Nah, he really. No, you ain't lied. He do. Well, and I just want to point this out too. Yes, I did. I talked with. I actually talked with Roy on the Blerd Cave. This was like some time ago.
Yes, you did.
Like,
yes, you did. That's another trippy thing about doing this with you, and that's something that I probably could have saved for 300. But it's always trippy when we interview somebody and then shit like this happens.
Right. Well, because I asked him about it. Because I was like, hey, is this still happening? Because I didn't know. Because, this was around the time that everything was getting canceled at Warner Brothers Discovery. And I know someone just, I saw Lamar Numbers Brian says, well, sorry to tell you, Blerd, but David Zaslav doesn't care about animation because look what happened to Looney Tunes. No, you're not telling me it's anything I don't already know. You're not telling me anything I don't already know. He don't give a fuck about Looney Tunes. First off, he don't give a fuck about really anything that ain't reality TV or some kind of related thing. Something he can just like that he can make for the cheap and pump out and make millions. That's his whole business model. I mean, hell, the guy literally was the architect behind the destruction of Batgirl. Yeah. And the only reason that the Flash saw the light of day is because they thought they were going to make some money off that shit and didn't. So yeah, that wasn't lost on me. But the thing is, I actually was shocked it's even coming out at all. Yeah. But this actually, the same thing that's happening to Iyanu is the same thing that happened to Iwaju. It was not advertised. Disney. That was Disney. That was on Disney Plus.
Okay.
They didn't advertise that shit. I didn't know it was out until it was done.
Oh, where's that comment? Because it was that, and it was another series that somebody just brought up in the chat. Kazazi Moto.
Yeah, Kazazi Moto. Yep, that's another one.
Here's the thing about that. I don't know what the fuck that is. I haven't seen anything about these. Like, that is crazy. But I don't want us to be so goddamn negative because this is supposed to be a fucking momentous thing. But yes, this is out. It came out this morning. I'm gonna have to catch it on Max, just like a lot of you all who didn't know, because until he said something this morning, I didn't know it was gonna be on fucking Max. So I'm excited about that. I just thought I was gonna have to wait until next week or some shit. But yeah, this go hold. You said I'd rather Roland advertise Comic Shop or Iyanu instead of fucking fan base.
Yeah, Roland Martin, he's been talking like, and here's the thing. Even after all that bullshit that was Isaac Hayes the third or whatever said, I was like, dude, ain't nobody checking for fan base no more, pimp. That dude cooked himself live in front of everybody in 4K. And I'm sorry, I don't fuck with that shit. Yeah, like honestly, for all that talk that Roland Martin does for supporting black-owned media or like black properties, he has been awfully quiet about this one. But you know why? It's because it's not on his favorite black-owned streaming service. That's why. It's because it's on somebody else's shit. But the thing is, at the end of the day, this is based on a black-owned property, and he's not talking about it. And honestly, Roland has been disappointing the fuck out of me lately, as have a lot of black political talking heads on these internet spaces. But no, I will. Yeah. I'm. No one needs to know what fan base is. No one needs to know what fan base is. It's terrible. That's all. That's what you need to know.
But you need to know what Iyanu is.
You do need to know what. And here, I'm gonna play this. I don't know if we'll get dinged for it. If we do, I'll just have to blur it out later or cut it out later, or whatever. But yeah, which would be sad.
I don't know how that shit works, bro. Because I see too many people doing that shit, and they have no problem.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to me yesterday. I got an email. So y'all know I put out a video for 3D Man not too long ago. Robo painstakingly edited that video for me. Some of you you probably saw it. If you didn't see it, you should go check it out. It was a really good video. Did really well. And in the video, one of the things I like to do was I would be like, hey, let me tell you all the shit that was popping off at the time that a particular character was introduced. So this was like 1998.
Yeah.
When 3D Man hit the scene. And obviously, I talked about how, oh, hey, this was also the year that Wesley Snipes played Blade. And you had some clips of Blade. And I felt like they were transformative because I wasn't just playing the clip with audio. It was a silent clip. We even, Robo even put some little sight gags in there when Blade was beating the brakes off the cop, putting a cab up every time that the cop, that Wesley was hitting the cop in the stomach and slam up against the wall and shit. I thought it was funny. It was hilarious. And I was like, we're being transformative because I'm literally giving a background of what was going on at the time. It's not just playing the thing just to be playing it. And Warner Brothers, even after I disputed it, still claimed it. So I had to go back and put a blur filter on it. Like I had to do like some so like when you get to that part of the video, where that part comes up, where that's a thing, it's completely blurred out. Like you can't see it at all. Like I had to put a fucking blur filter. Like here, I'll show you. Like I had to do this shit. When you get to that part of the video, it looks like that.
Do you have like? I see people do that in their videos sometimes. Do you have to put that fair? Well, not the blur, but I'll see people in their videos. They'll put that big ass wall of text about fair use at the beginning of their shit. Do you got to do that now for your stuff just so they can leave you alone? Jesus.
I mean, I feel like that's what I got to do. I feel like that's what I have to do now. But basically, they did that to my video. But so if you come back, if you're watching the VOD and you see a blur in this section, just know that's why.
That is crazy.
Because I'm tired of clipping shit out to remove disputes. Because notice, so that basically what did, when they said that they weren't taking the claim down after I disputed it, I went in, added the blur out the whole fucking screen.
Yeah.
And when I went back, they released it. So that's what you got to do now.
I don't.
They used, okay, and some of y'all might remember, there was a time when I used to have, like, I do it now because, just because, but there was a time where I had to start clipping out the countdowns for the Blur Caves, like a couple of years back. Some of y'all might remember that. Because there was some mariachi band that kept trying to claim Sky Blue song, even though wasn't a stitch of their music in the song. So, there's that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this clip. We're going to watch it. Yeah, we're going to watch this clip. And, yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, this is it. Pull this up.
It was for...
Hold up. Let me move this over here so we can actually see it. And, I just kind of want y'all to see, what we're talking about here. It's like I said, Iyanu is something very specific. It's an awesome story. I saw a lot of people when I brought it up on Threads, they talked about how it was it seemed very similar to like Avatar: The Last Airbender. A lot of people, there were some people even asking, "Oh, is this by the same people who made Avatar: The Last Airbender?" That's not the case. It's Lion Forge Entertainment. And I will say it does share a lot of DNA with Avatar: The Last Airbender. It shares a little DNA with Naruto. It shares, some on a minor level, some DNA of some other things. But it also is very heavily Yoruba culture. But told on a what I feel is a grand stage. But what I said, regardless of what people think it is, I think it's very telling that people are seeing that and maybe recognizing the greatness of it. But here, we're gonna watch this and we'll just go from there.
All right.
It was foretold by our ancestors.
Can you hear it all right, Carter?
In times of great conflict.
Nope. But I don't want you to mess with nothing just because I can pull it up. I don't want
you got it.
will
You're
rise
good.
to restore harmony
now
to the people and creatures.
I forgot I turned it off earlier for you.
You are the child who was blessed by the first father. That is the prophecy of the chosen.
Warriors, corrupt leopards!
The inners are terrified because the corrupt are becoming bolder, making them even more dangerous. I know what fear can do to people. That's why I'm training you to use your powers correctly.
Got that only the strong.
And that begins with understanding the source.
As the chosen, you have a trinity of powers. Unnatural, natural, and supernatural. They build on each other. So to get to the source, you must master all three.
The chosen cannot reach the source as long as she breathes. You will always be powerless.
No!
How are we going to get to the source?
We trust each other and work together as a team. Team Chosen.
Team Chosen.
Yeah, that's Burger King's too. Yeah, that was totally Burger King too.
Apple Jaffa.
Wait, hold on.
Happy now? Mango Head. You scared Toye.
Actually, I'm not. You know what's really scary? You're snoring.
I do not snore.
Man, cut lawns. But no, you were saying a second ago.
I'm liking that they're showing a lot of the fight or the action scenes, but to be completely honest, I need them to, because there was something that happened early in the story where she was basically bullied by these other kids, and they called her a forest girl. So I need to see them get their ass whooped. A little bit,
100%.
Maybe get them to fall over or stumble and hit some rocks or something like that. Nothing too bad because this is a Saturday morning cartoon, but I need to see them little kids get worked real quick.
Real quick. What was it? I saw you. There was something you saw earlier. I think I can tell you.
No.
And
I wish Devontae hadn't timed him out because I wanted to see his response, and then I was gonna say something, but then people would have said I was instigating again, and they would have been right. I just
can tell you what it was.
Okay.
I can tell you what it was. It was in response to something I said earlier about somebody else.
Oh no! I knew what it was, but I wanted to see what his response would be.
Yeah,
and then I was gonna have you say something, but that's why I wish Devontae hadn't dropped him out, because I really wanted to see. I wanted to see what he was going to say to that.
Yeah, no, it was some Yahoo on Threads basically was like, yeah, no more black horror films, please. We want to laugh, love, and see black joy. And I was just like, how about you just don't watch them? I'm like, not everything is for everyone. And last I checked, you aren't the Pope of the blacks. So it might have been whatever they said, it may have been genuinely harmless. It may have been genuinely harmless.
That's why I asked. That's why you just can't read them out of here. That's why I asked. Like, let me see what your response to be with that to dictate how I'm going to answer, or how I'm going to ask Ernie how he feels about it, so he can air you the fuck out. So yeah, that's why you guys you can't be itching to do that real quick.
I didn't see anything that they said.
He just said, "Who made you the Pope of the blacks?"
Okay, got you. That because that was the only thing I saw. That was like literally, that was the only thing I had seen. I didn't see any other message outside of that. But yeah, I like honestly, if it was a joke, I'm perfectly okay with it because I thought it was quite funny my goddamn self when I said it. But no, it was literally something like I didn't take a look at the profile pic or anything, so that could, if it was
I got it pulled. No, it was a black person. I got it pulled up. It was a black person in the profile pic. But the reason he was saying the Pope of the blacks is because Ernie just had it pulled up. Where
it was. I promise you, it was probably talking about this. Because I literally said it this morning when I woke up. I woke up this morning, saw that, responded to it before we went live. So that's probably why. But that said, I don't, like I said, I can't I can't speak to I can't speak to it 100%, but whoever it was, when you're timeout, I don't know if I can undo that, because I'm genuinely curious. I'm actually genuinely curious. I am all for learning. But yeah, if I will say this, if whoever it was, if you're still here, I will be honest with you, because we usually have knuckleheads come up in here talking crazy. The band hammer is quick and strong, so always be careful if it's your first time coming and saying anything. The band hammer, like, we don't play around here with the band hammer. Because I ain't got time. So yeah. But that said, yes, I want just getting back to it. If you have not done so already, I do encourage you, please watch Iano. And I know what some of y'all are thinking. I saw someone bring it up earlier. Look, these need to stay at home.
Yeah.
Stay your hat.
Yeah.
See this?
I know we asking a lot of y'all because that's gonna require y'all to get up early as hell to watch that and then stay up because you got to watch us. So I know we asking a lot. That's gonna take at least 2.5 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe you just have to get up and go try to put the bring that garbage can up to the garage real quick, you know. You might want to take a drive to your Kroger, your local gas station real quick. Fill that pump up so you ain't got to do it for work this week.
Right.
Get up early, watch Ianu, come back, watch us. I know. It's easy. I promise it's easy.
Yeah, and because here's the thing. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all.
Yeah.
I really want this to succeed.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you the fastest way for it to not succeed. Y'all know that and I for real, I threw it back there, so I can't even go back and get it. It's way back there somewhere. we can't high seize this one. We can't high seize this. We got to do it the right way. We got to do it the right way.
You know what's funny about what you just did?
What?
I guarantee you when we finish up the show, because I know we're gonna finish up in a minute because we still got to do questions.
Yeah, we still got the questions.
There's gonna be some joke that's gonna pop up into your head that's gonna require the use of that hat, but it's too far back.
It's too far back. It's too far back. I can't go. It's done. That's it. That's a wrap. It's a wrap.
That motherfucker gets a fake put a hat over it.
Be like, here, let me. Oh shit, where my shit at? Where my? Look, I'll look at. Do I have a clip I can pull? That, but no, but I'm for real though. I'm for real, y'all. I don't.
Yes.
I don't. We can't do the grand line this time.
No.
Because I'm gonna tell you what happens. We grand line this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think David Zaslav gonna cancel some shit? Oh, he really gonna cancel some shit. He really gonna cancel some shit if that's the case. He is itching for an excuse to cancel this cartoon. He is itching for it. Honestly, I think the only reason he's letting it run is so he can cancel it and use it as a tax write-off.
Because
so let's
y'all
not allow him.
Well, you didn't fucking advertise or promote it. And yes, Sky Doyler, I am from Memphis as well. I moved to LA in like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a southern drawl. I do very good to hide it. Thank you very much. But yes, it is on Max, and we have seen Invincible Fight Girl. I've watched it several times in the fucking Discord. I think I got like 2 more episodes I need to watch to finish that up. But
that's another one. Yeah, you're right. I am scared he's actually going to axe that one too, because that was really good. Invincible Fight Girl made me. Invincible Fight Girl. I'm kind of mad at it because it made me feel shit.
Ianu, I'm scared. Invincible Fight Girl, not as much because it's Adult Swim. No. And they tend to leave.
It's still technically Cartoon Network, though.
It is, but I know with it being on Adult Swim, they tend to kind of leave Adult Swim shit to their own device.
Usually.
But I'm more nervous for Ianu. I got to keep it a buck.
Oh no, because if it's on Cartoon Network proper, Zaslav, I'm gonna promise you, he don't pay attention to Cartoon or not. He doesn't pay attention to Adult Swim.
So Adult Swim, yeah.
I think that's why he does pay attention to Cartoon Network.
That's why I'm scared. So that's why I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah. It's I promise you. We cannot look, okay. I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm not trying to be mean.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be mean. I want to make it incredibly clear. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be divisive. I'm not trying to start shit. But this is the only way I can say it that will make folks understand. If this show gets canceled because y'all niggas wouldn't go watch it through legal means, I do not ever want to hear you motherfuckers say not one fucking word. I don't want to hear one fucking word about, man, they don't ever be making no black shows. Man, they don't ever want to give us a chance. Man, they don't ever want to give, like they always holding us down. I don't want to hear shit. Yes, is Warner Brothers Discovery culpable in the misadvertising of this cartoon? Yes, 100,000, 10 million fucking %. But if we know about it and we're not watching it, then the onus isn't all on David Zaslav. There's a lot of nigga Zaslavs in here too. Okay? There's a lot of dark loves in here as well that are equally as culpable.
You're going too far now. Dark love is nasty. That is nasty.
I'm just saying.
That sounds like a nasty bar. That's like an old ass bar of Dove soap. Dark love. Like that sounds nasty.
I'm just saying. You can't you can't complain and at the same time not support. You cannot. You cannot. And I will not allow it.
Yeah.
I will not fucking allow it.
Man, my favorite comic got canceled, bro. I'm fucking pissed. I read every issue. Oh man. You went and bought them? Nah, I read them on the website. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, that's that kind of shit. That's that kind of shit. Like,
I don't want to hear shit. Look. I don't want to hear shit from you.
That's what that is.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Man.
So a year from now, we're doing pie in the sky at this point. I'm not saying it's going to get canceled, but I'm just saying if it gets canceled. If we find out next year, oh man, David Zaslav canceled Iyanu, Child of Wonder, after one season. Man, that's crazy. And in the same breath, I didn't really watch it though. I wasn't interested in it. But then turn around and want to be like, oh man, I really hope that someone takes my little piddly ass idea and turns it into an animated series. Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face with that shit.
I don't know who you throwing that at, but I know they kind of hurt that you threw it at.
Look, I'm just saying, like all you motherfuckers, like y'all motherfuckers want to sit out here and be like, ooh, Black Sands.
Somebody just got shot and they know they got shot.
Look, motherfucker caught a stray and didn't even know. Look, I'm just saying. Look. This is because I'm gonna be honest with you. That Black Sand shit, it ain't ever coming out. That Black Sand shit, it is never coming out. That is a Ponzi scheme that y'all have fallen for. It is a Ponzi. Look, let me tell you something.
It's gonna come out when Dr. Umar's school finally get built.
Look, man, word. Look, let me put y'all on game about something.
I'm sorry.
No. You're right. And I'm gonna tell you this. Here's the thing y'all need to understand. I know ChatGPT is not a popular thing right now, but I want to tell you guys something. If ChatGPT takes a look at your business model and says that, yeah, what they doing, it ain't illegal, but it is not good. What they're doing, it is like me and Robo, actually more Robo than me, but Robo put ChatGPT to the task and said, hey, analyze Black Sands Entertainment's business model and tell me what you think about it. And they literally said, ChatGPT said, it's a fucking Ponzi scheme. It is a Ponzi scheme! That nigga always asking for some money.
I'm gonna tell you, it's not a Ponzi scheme though. Some of these ridiculous ass questions y'all want us to answer this week.
Man, I'm sorry. You know what? I tell you what. You know what? Because we've actually kind of been over long. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's save them. Let's keep those in the chamber for next week. Let's keep them in the chamber for next week. Because I think I know how I want to do it.
You didn't have a rant where you shot at somebody. Now you want to load more bullets in it. Who are you? You trying to shoot everybody this week, huh?
Man, look, I'm sorry.
It's storming outside. You clearly jumped because of the lightning that scared the shit out you when you looked over there. So now you're mad that you did it live. So now you got to pull the pistol out on somebody. You think I'm crazy?
I gotta let a few off. I'm sorry.
Motherfuckers, the nigga storm alert then went off like 2-3 times while we live.
Look,
the thunder made him jump live on the camera. He done went in on Zaslav. He done went in on Black Sands. Now he trying to load more bullets in there to shoot at one of you motherfuckers next week. I don't know who he trying to shoot at.
Look,
I ain't in it.
And you know what?
Joe Mullen would never. Okay. Like, Jesus Christ.
Look, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna clip this shit before somebody else do.
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna put it out there because I want the world to know.
Clip what?
No, I'm clipping this whole segment. I'm gonna clip this whole segment and just put it out there because I don't want nobody coming back and be like, hey, man, Blerd out here talking shit. No. No, don't go run tell that. Don't go run tell that. I'ma tell it. Cause you know what? I done already blasted on Black Sands. Multiple times. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck him. Y'all think I'm playing like that, man? I ain't scared of him. I ain't scared of that motherfucker. Who is he? Who he? He ain't shit. Fuck him. Fucking with me like this. Shit. No, dude. First off. First off, he can all the way kiss my ass. Always on live begging. Always on live begging ass nigga.
When you blast on somebody the first time, it was an accident. You said again. You said twice. You blasted on him twice. That first time was with ill intent. Why are you blasting on people?
No, fuck that dude. He ain't shit. He for real. He ain't shit. He is for real. He for real ain't shit. Matter of fact, hold on, wait a minute. Here, we go. Look, y'all think I'm bullshitting.
Oh, this is good.
Y'all think I'm bullshitting, but like ultimately, at the end of the day,
fuck him up against the wall with handcuffs on and crazy through on the lips.
That's it. Fuck him. He ain't shit.
He said again with the Bucky Rival voice.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Every time y'all know who I'm talking about. Every time I see that motherfucker on Instagram. Every time I see him on Instagram, hey man, I need some investors. Hey man, I need some investors. Hey man, we need some more money for the project. Hey man, we need some more money for the animated series. We need some more investors. We need some more investors. Dude, you've been doing this shit for what, 2-3 years? And you still ain't got no money? Nah, I'm gonna tell you what y'all doing. Anyone who's giving that Negro money for Black Sands, y'all are paying that motherfucker's bills. You are paying for his house. You are paying his car note. You paying his wife's car note. You putting his kids through school. You are not, but here's one thing you're not doing. You are not funding an animated series. No, you are not. No, you are not. You are not. Here, where's my little napkin? Where's my little napkin? Hold up.
It's not his fault. It's the tariffs, Ernie. It's all about the tariffs.
Look, he could tear my ass.
What's that little ass thing of tissue, bro? What that little ass thing of tissue gonna do for all that sweat that is on your hair right now? What is that little ass thing gonna do for you?
Look, I'm out here looking like TD Jakes in this bitch. But no, dude, I'm just saying. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you want to support something, you want to fucking support something that ain't some fucking hotep, ashy ankle, ashy elbow bullshit, misogynist as all get out, got women in the background as nothing more than like emotional sponges for the male character to vent to, ain't doing shit else.
Marcus Bullock, I can answer this question for you real quick. What is Black Sands exactly? Nothing.
Nothing. Look, niggatry, hotepery is what it is.
No, do not listen to Gearless Mo. I don't want nobody to put their hands up and send Ernie no kind of energy. I don't need him trying to build a spirit bomb right now. Put our hands fucking down. I don't need him trying to throw no spirit bomb at Black Sands. Put y'all hands down and go to Wendy's, okay? Go get your Frosty up in you. No, put your hands down.
Let me tell you something. You stand a better chance of getting an ISOM movie than you do getting the black. Like, I know what y'all have seen. I know y'all saw Deborah Wilson and Michael Jai White. I promise y'all, that shit still ain't coming out.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I just pictured Deborah Wilson and Sidney Bloodtree. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was the first thing that popped into my head. Don't do that.
I can hear her reading the line because his mama told him. No, that'll be Michael Jai White because my mama told me. That's why I did it. That's why I'm out here, superheroine, because my mama told me.
What is wrong with you today?
Man, I don't
know. You are a very angry man when it's storming outside.
Man, my blood pressure is up, goddammit. Look, I need to... honestly, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think that next week, I think we're gonna address questions and shit next week because I can't this week. I just can't. I'm
okay.
Mostly because it is storming its ass off. I actually am taking the shit way more seriously now because I've literally just been hearing the crack, like the crack-hoom and brackatoom. That's all I've been hearing for like the last hour. So we're gonna episode 300. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come in strong. Yeah. We're gonna answer way more questions and way more chat interaction than what you guys probably are gonna be used to. Speaking of, that's my sign.
Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I just want to look because I feel like, in this era, with things being the way that they are, with things being in as dire straits as they are, I have this much to say. And these are the things I want to address because I feel like these are the most important. Right here, Gillis Mo just hit it. Black sails at half mast, rolling to full stop. Support this, and we can see more of this in the future. Aye, Captain.
I just heard Captain Flint saying everything Gillis Mo just said.
Yeah, dude, right? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Look. In the back of my head, I just started hearing the theme song, just like that. Boom.
Yeah. Every time you say black sand, I hear black sails, and I play the music in my head. Every time.
Where's that anime? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. No, y'all don't worry about it. I got it. I'm making it. I'm gonna make it. And when I ask for some money, y'all best believe it's going towards a fucking anime. If y'all see me making videos, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, look here. Look, I'm gonna give myself the one because I want y'all to know how serious I am. Y'all see me on Instagram and Threads talking about some, man, the haters out here don't want to see me shine. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Look, see, I need some more investors. Y'all, you know what? Fuck them haters. We gonna make it happen anyway. Y'all are going to come and see the Dark Sails. That's right, the Dark Sails universe. And I'm going to have my anime out, and ain't nobody going to stop me. I'm going to get Damson Idris to be my main character voice actor. I'm calling Journey Smollett.
You got to say you need some donations like 4 times in rotation. You have to repeat it. We need some more donations, people.
Yeah,
we need some more donations.
We need
We
more donations.
need some more donations, people. We need some more donations, people. We need some more donations.
Yes, he did. He lost.
You got to repeat it like that. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it.
Look, and when someone give you $20, be like, hey, look, actually, you know what? I appreciate that $20, sister, but actually, I needed it to be 40. But you know what? I know you a broke motherfucker, but you know what? I tell you what, I'm gonna bless you today, but next time you need to make it 40, okay? All right, because we trying to do something around here, okay?
What did you say? What did you say? Because it pays to be up here,
right?
It pays.
I'll be like, nigga. First off, I would never fix my mouth to say that to any of y'all because I actually have some goddamn humility and some goddamn sense.
Get us Mo. Devontre, close the doors.
Yeah.
Mo, Devontre, close the doors.
Mm-hmm. Y'all know what to do.
Sprite Lee, Birdner, close the doors.
That's it. Oh, wait. And then we also got one last one here. LL Melvin said, you got me and my mom dying. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to let off like that, but I mean, I'm just being dead ass serious. I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of cause y'all know me. Y'all know my mentality. Y'all know how I move. You know how I operate. I have a very, very specific way that that I like to move.
He put
I have
the
a very
door
specific way that I like to move, and I like to support my people. When I see my people out here doing, I want to support them. I want to support them. But here's the thing. You know how sometimes I love to play this clip?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am. Betting on black tonight.
You know what? Sometimes maybe Wesley Snipes was wrong. Maybe you shouldn't always bet on black. Sometimes maybe we might need to vet. We might need to vet that black every now and again. Especially when it comes to Negroes like Black Sands. Okay? I'm just saying. I just can't. Wait a minute.
That will caught me off guard. That will caught me off guard. That will caught me off guard.
It's like nigga take money out the collection plate with it passing by. Man, right?
That caught me off guard. That caught me off guard. Man.
But man, I don't know. I need y'all to understand. I need y'all to understand something that we need to support the shit that is for us and not support the shit that ain't for us. Black Sands is not for us. I have talked to too many people who have interacted with that man, and they have all told me the same thing. The vibes weren't vibing. Look, when one motherfucker says some shit about you, that's one thing. When 2 or 3 motherfuckers say the same thing about you, I mean, it's not a lot, but it is weird that it's happening more than once. But when like 1,000 some odd motherfuckers that I've talked to say the same fucking thing about you, the vibes ain't vibing. Also, by the way,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to say I didn't want to cheat Gearless Mo out of his 1999 super chat, and we also got a second one. We also got a second one out here from the Streamlabs side, coming from Xtriv. Says, "Hey fellas, made it to Chicago. I'm gonna eat me a dipped Italian beef before I head home. Great show as always. Excited about the 300. Hey, we are
wet bread. I couldn't do it. Wet bread.
Ooh.
I don't know why. It's just the sound so
good.
nasty.
It's good though.
I have seen plenty of videos where them sandwiches look amazing and they just dunk the motherfuckers in there. I'm just like, it's wet bread.
We really
do you have to eat it fast?
I mean, I ate mine fast, but just because I'm a greedy motherfucker. I eat like I'm in fucking prison. Like, all right, go, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Before any of you niggas ask me for any piece of this sandwiches.
Oh, no. A little bit like, don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me for shit.
Okay.
But no, I also thank you extra for that 1999 Streamlabs super chat. Look, here's the thing. I really, really, really want y'all to take the energy I'm putting out.
Okay.
Go watch Yanu. Matter of fact, go watch the motherfucker right now. Because you know what? I don't have anything else. I'm tired. I've had a long day. Yes, I've worn myself out. You are correct. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need to eat something because right now, I ain't gonna lie, man. My ass is like, I'm just like,
man, stay safe out there. Hopefully don't go nowhere to eat. Hopefully you got some food in there that you didn't cook, Mr. Grill Master. This would be the test of attrition right there. Take your ass outside and grill for the one time. Real quick. Show that thumb you ain't scared of shit. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Grill Master. Take your ass up out there.
Oh no, we grilled yesterday. We got some grilled salmon and
grilled yesterday. Did you hear that? The nigga, I was just playing. The nigga actually went out there and grilled.
Yeah, I did do the preacher wipe. You right. Here, let me. All right. We good. Donations. donations. Don't sometimes the donations just swallow you up. Yeah, just swallow you up. But no, but no, I thank you all. Thank you all. I really do appreciate everything y'all do. I appreciate y'all being here for us. I appreciate everybody, showing up, and I hope everybody shows up for 300. 300's next week. It's gonna be a momentous occasion. It's gonna be a great day. And I'm looking forward to. Oh man, god damn it, I'm a terrible person.
The book.
Here, we're gonna do something real quick. Because I said I was gonna do it. I don't want to be a fucking liar, so we're gonna fucking do it now. I apologize.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. We are going to be getting the fuck out of here, but there's one last thing I want to do before we get out of here. I want to give everybody a chance to be a part of this. So what I'm gonna do is we are gonna have a contest. I want you all to do type exclamation mark join to enter. And we're gonna pick one person. One person is gonna be able to win this free copy of Yanu, Child of Wonder, Volume 1. I actually had this sent out to me. I think it was technically through Dark Horse and Unique by way of Blerd.com. They sent me this. And I actually already have this. So I'm willing to pass the savings on to you all. So this is the first story arc. If you watched Ianu already on Cartoon Network, and you liked what you saw, you want to see more of it, by all means, make sure you get you a taste of this. If for whatever reason you have never read Ianu, or whatever, you want to read it, or you already are a fan of it, but maybe you just never got around to getting all of it, whatever the case. I don't know. I'm making up a bunch of shit here just to give y'all time to get your entries in. But just know that here, let me pull this up too, because I actually just realized I don't have the thing over here. Here we go. We're gonna put this like right here in the middle. That'll do, pig. So that said, yeah, I'm gonna give everybody a few more seconds to get in here. Let everybody. I see it kind of slowing down a little bit. Also, yeah, it is a good title for like if you have a kid who might be interested. I highly recommend. Because I want to support this comic. And I want people to support the show. I want people to to get on game about this, because this is, like I said, this is fucking serious. This is fucking serious. I know, like, I'm kind of being funny, but I'm actually legitimately angry that this is not being promoted the way that it needs to be promoted. So I'm sorry to be doing this at the ass end of the show, where normally I would just be like, bye. But yeah, I want people to know. So here's the deal. We're gonna let's call it now. Let's call it now. Oh, hey, and congratulations to Jessica Santana. Hold on, let's we gotta drop the bomb for that. I just saw the message. Let's see. Good gift for me to announce to my hubby that we are expecting. Ooh, shit. Look, you. All right. Let's see. Let's hit it. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's going on? Hey, this is look, this is the coach.
Good job. Yeah, the good job.
This is the coach. No, this is the coach. This is the coach.
This
is the coach. This is the coach. The coach is joining us. This is the coach with us right now. Remember, you got to keep the elbows up. Elbows up all times. I didn't forget. I remember the fundamentals. We're just giving away a little comic to celebrate the release of Ianu, the Child of Wonder on Cartoon Network. And trying to get people to understand that it is this is the imperative. This is the imperative. There is a moral imperative right now for you to support this. So I'm going to say it now. I'm going to cut off the entries now. Stopping the entries. This is the end of the entries. No more entries. We're going to select a name. Who is it going to be? Remember, this is impartial. I am not picking shit. Oh, who's that we got? Is that Tektronic? Or Tech? Yeah, is that Tektronic?
I think.
Yes, Tektronic. Or is it Tektronic? Yeah, Tektronic. Tektronic, you are the winner. Where are you? Are you here?
Yeah, he's in the chat. I just saw his name again.
Okay, bet. Hey. So here's what I need you to do. Tech. Bam. That's right there. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. So here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I might be able to make this. Oh wow. Watching chat catch up is wild. Watching chat catch up is wild. I had jumped back over to the YouTube side of things. To the dashboard. And it had been a while since I had it open. And all of a sudden I saw this. Woo! It was like a whole bunch of chat just showed up at once. But yes, so here's what I need you to do. Tektronic, you should be able to find my email's easy. It's not hard. It's not hard. I don't know. Tektronic, are you in the Discord? If you're in the Discord, just send me a DM. Send me a DM. Or if email is easier, email me. It's like I said, it's not hard to find. It's just so not on Discord. So here, do this then. Whichever one. Honestly, whichever is easier for you. Don't matter to me. You can either join the Discord server and message me through Discord or email me at blerdwithoutfear@gmail.com. You can actually find my email in the description of the channel on the main part of my page. Under normal circumstances. I don't know. YouTube has changed the way that works now. Kind of. So yeah, if you go like, yeah. Basically, like, yeah, if you go to like my main, whatever the fuck, go here, click on that more section, and then go to the email thing right here. It should email me at the email I prefer. Do that, and I will get you hooked up. Don't nobody go bullshitting and be weird and try and like, because I will check, and if I find out, well, you know. That said, I got nothing else. Carter, do you have anything?
Nope.
Interesting. Bet. He says, hit me on Discord. Appreciate it. Well, with that said, thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for allowing me the grace to talk my shit about shitty people. We'll be back next week, episode 300, and I think we're gonna make it a very fun episode. I think y'all will enjoy. And with that being said, for Carter Presents, I'm the Blerd without fear. And Black Sands, you can go to hell.
Bye.